one of the other girls, I guess, had overheard us earlier in the day, and she told all of the counselors.
What a bitch!
So the director and all of the counselors were like waiting in the woods with flashlights, like waiting for us to get there.
It was a sting operation.
It was really intense.
Snitches get stitches. That's
Super
all I can
intense.
say.
So did it work out for these people? Are they still together?
No.
No, they're not.
I'm not even sure they lasted past the summer.
Yeah.
It was really intense. They were literally just hiding in the bushes with like flashlights, waiting to just like
Red team, go!
jump out and get us. It's just.
Did you play outside?
I mean, I did. I'm sure you did too.
No, of course.
And then after it got dark, we came inside. We watched awesome movies.
Yeah, watching movies or played PS1.
Right.
You remember PS1?
Before they had the analog sticks.
It's just called PlayStation.
It was just like there was no number towards that.
There's no number yet.
You know, they all brought.
I didn't know I was hungry until just now.
They all brought snacks hidden on them, except for the one kid from the UK who I didn't know how hot it was going to be in the plane or whatever.
Melted
And,
chocolates.
and the one dude just.
That
not
I
sanitary.
looked away.
Oh, he goes for it too.
I looked away.
That's
I couldn't watch the
amazing.
part.
Good for him. Just when you're hungry, right?
I got another one.
Okay.
On the plane.
Yeah.
Yes, I was gonna bring that
The
up.
plane.
Okay.
When he's like coming up and he's like, "You want a fat camp?" And he's like, well,
no.
because you're fat.
Yeah. I'm
He's
going
like,
there too.
hey.
Like, what's up?
He's like, is that your dad? No, why?
Because he's
fat too. Dude, I love that scene.
Welcome to the Decision Reel Movie Review Podcast, where we try and fail to review movies of today and yesterday. This week, we're looking at a movie called Heavyweights that these two have never seen.
Mm.
Is it because you're young as shit?
When did this come out? We'll get there.
We'll get there. Early
I'm
90s.
pretty sure the year I was born.
93
Is it
93 is
Oh,
my
I thought
guess.
it was like 95 or
If
something.
I had to guess.
It's back in the 90s for sure. This was in the heyday of all the like kid movies.
Kenan Thompson.
Kenan Thompson still going strong for some reason on
forgot.
Saturday Night Live.
I didn't realize he was like a kid ever.
If
I've
you-
only ever known him from Good Burger.
I mean, he was a kid.
He was
in
a
Good
teenager.
Burger.
And
Yeah,
he was
Yeah, but
basically
not
a
like
kid.
adolescent kid.
Like 10.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. He was probably the same age as Good Burger with this, probably. And All That. Did you ever watch All That?
Yeah.
So then,
But he wasn't a kid then.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not like he is in this movie.
I mean, this would have probably been concurrent with All That. All That was early 90s, too.
No.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Whatever. Anyway, special guests here. Obviously, Randy, we're talking to him. We got Emily back. And newcomer, we got Patrick here. He decided to come on out and review this. This is his pick. Heavyweights. You got any reasons why to pick it?
Because it's hilarious.
I like it. That's all I need. They're both going, I don't think
who
it was
picked
funny.
this?
This
You
my
did.
guy right
You
here.
son of a bitch.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You did this to us.
Yeah,
I think it was a great pick. It's nostalgic for us, maybe. It's a great family friendly, somewhat. They've edited this on Disney Plus, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was saying something. Wasn't matching up with the lips.
notice that.
The fuck was it?
See more butts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
see more butts.
Mhm.
What was he actually saying?
Oh, maybe we'll get to that in Steve's
Okay.
fun facts of the week a
Yeah,
little
wait, the
later.
whole fucking episode. Okay.
Yeah, always. Anyways, the plot of Heavyweights. Plump kids are lured into joining a posh fat camp with the promise of quick weight loss and good times, only to find that it is a woodland hellhole run by a psycho ex-fitness instructor.
Yeah.
Any
livid.
correlations? Any correlations to any other movie for you guys?
Fucking dodgeball.
Okay.
Same guy.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
literally,
Same guy.
literally same character, the same actor,
Yeah.
obviously Ben Stiller. I feel like Ben Stiller definitely shines in roles like this. I know he gets a lot more like regular roles. Not for me. I'm here for the shit that he's going crazy over. I want to see him being like this piece of shit psycho.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he even says in the movie,
Right.
"Oh, what a courageous take on the villain."
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
he
yeah.
calls himself the villain. So
Well, it's funny, the
and I
whole
love
like
it.
yeah, the whole intro of him coming out with everything behind, it's literally a globe and it's in purple. I'm like, dude, this is literally what they did with Dodgeball.
Yep,
Mhm.
Like
100%.
this needs to be I want this to be like fiction where this is actually happening. Nonfiction? Fiction, nonfiction.
Nonfiction.
Nonfiction, thank you.
Nonfiction.
I want this to be real. I want this to be, hey, this is the actual character going from thing to thing to thing, and I want another movie. I don't know what it would be. Dwight Goodman being fat again, eating ice cream, and then
Oh shit! I didn't even put that together. I forgot he was fat.
Yeah.
he's fat in this too,
Yeah.
and then gets skinny, and
Yep.
that one, same thing, right? Like, so, fucking Chuck Norris. I mean, I'm here for it.
Sure.
Where to watch this guy? If you have a subscription, Disney Plus, you can watch it there. It's also on Amazon, YouTube, Google Play, Apple TV, and Vudu to rent. Where did you watch it, Randall?
Plex.
Thank
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. I would have been real mad if I had to buy this movie.
I bet you would.
Yeah.
Do you not have a Disney Plus subscription?
We do.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, no, we do.
that makes sense.
I was just saying in general, if I had
Sure,
to buy
sure,
the
sure.
movie, I was going to be mad.
I got you.
To be clear, I had a Disney Plus subscription before there was a child involved.
I don't blame you. I have a Disney Plus subscription. I do not have a child, so
I had it for
The way
Marvel.
you
Same,
say
same.
makes sense. Just I assumed you were talking
You don't have,
about the
you
kid.
don't have to
and
have
it's
a kid to have Disney
No.
Plus, you know.
I was looking at Randy to go, whatever. So
Oh, okay.
I had it before because of Marvel.
Yeah, and then all the
Okay, makes
Star
sense,
Wars,
makes sense.
like
yeah, everything's like all the same together now.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah.
This is written by, and this surprised me, Judd Apatow and Steve Brill.
What?
Not
No
surprising to
way.
you because you're like, I don't even know who Judd Apatow is.
yeah, I don't know who they are. There. What other movies did they direct or produce?
You don't know Judd Apatow. So all your favorite
No.
Seth Rogen movies are Judd Apatow movies.
Well, to be honest, I'm not
Okay.
a big
All
Seth
your
Rogen
favorite
fan.
James Franco movies that he
That's
was
the
in.
same.
So
That's
same
the
thing.
same.
I know, I know.
That's the same thing.
I went to that. Let's think of This Is 40 with Paul Rudd. He did
Okay,
that.
that's a good
And
one.
his wife,
and
Leslie
it-
Mann.
I'm just going to get to that maybe.
Ah,
And his wife,
don't
Leslie
yell at
Mann.
him.
Also, if you want to think of Knocked Up, all those type of movies,
Okay.
those are all
So
Judd
basically
Apatow
anything
movies.
with Seth Rogen.
Pretty much. He's done, a lot more. I wish Josh was here to do the laugh because, he can do it. No, I'm not. Not for me.
Is that a Seth Rogen laugh?
Something like that. Sorry, I'm deflecting while I actually look up.
Seth Rogen's laugh.
Well, I guess I could have done that. I was
That's
just gonna look up like
Why
his
don't you put
biggest.
that on your soundboard? And you
I
can,
probably
you
should.
could
That would
play
be.
it.
That would probably be the best idea. But you know what? That's why you're here. You're giving us the good ideas.
Yep.
Let's see what else we got here. Got to go way down. Wanderlust. He did Bridesmaids. Get him to the Greek. Who's a producer on Funny People. I forgot about that movie. Year One, Pineapple Express, Step Brothers, Drillbit Taylor, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. He was a producer. Walk Hard. He was a producer on. Goddamn, what's up? Knocked Up. Talladega Nights. 40-Year-Old Virgin.
wow.
Kicking, Screaming.
Talladega,
Ron
okay.
Burgundy. I mean, so.
So I know a lot of his movies.
Oh, yeah,
for
Okay.
sure.
Cable Guy. What? Heavyweights. So all around the good movies that I like.
Mm-hmm.
Like apparently they're all Seth Rogen movies. I didn't realize. Also, Steve Brill. He directed this. He's also directed all the Mighty Ducks movies, Ready to Rumble, and Mr. Deeds.
Seen some of those.
Incredible.
I know, right? Just a great
Yeah.
list.
He's got quite the resume.
I think he's got actually a bigger resume than that. But these are the highlights is what I wrote down. So we also got the rating of this guy. PG for some rude language and pranks. Didn't know you could.
Definitely would be PG-13 nowadays.
Yeah, it would be, but I didn't know you would like rate something with
Pranks.
pranks. Because there's nothing.
That's in the
it's-
rating
I think 'cause
criteria.
maybe bullying.
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah.
Bullying would be because they definitely Tony Perkins. I'm calling everybody fat.
Why do you guys think it would be PG-13 now?
There's some.
Because everyone's sensitive.
Well, no, he's right. I mean, there's a couple things in the movie like he says something about your dick's thin or whatever, your pee-pee's thin.
He's
or
got a
something.
skinny. He's a
Skinny
loser with
yeah,
a skinny wiener.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and I was like,
that's a
nah,
wiener.
yeah, but that wouldn't go now. That's
I mean,
edited
I
out
think
on
just
Disney Plus.
the bullying makes stuff PG-13 nowadays because it's like not acceptable.
I'm there with you.
Yeah.
I think there is that line of you can do a couple things, but it's throughout the whole movie when
Oh,
they're
yeah,
there, right?
yeah.
Like Tony Perkins is a fucking asshole. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
For
he's
sure.
oh, yeah, he's supposed to be.
And then the
it's
kids are
fucking
picking
funny.
on each other for being fat because they're all fat.
right because they are.
I mean, that's
It's
the
fat
point.
camp.
Yeah, it's,
Right.
called, it's
It's
fat.
fat
You
camp.
gotta go
Yeah.
to fat camp.
I did like the beginning where they're watching the movie to send him right, and the movie or not the movie the commercial to send them to fat camp or whatever, and it looks great.
Right.
And then
yeah.
all of a sudden it turns to like, and we can lose weight. You know?
Yeah, he's like, sending me to fat camp?
Gotta suck you in first. You're like, look how
Yeah.
fun it is.
It looked fun.
Yeah.
Lose
I
weight,
mean,
bitch.
Go-karts, the blob.
A blob.
I would love a blob. That
A blob.
didn't like that.
I mean, in context, you're correct.
You know
that
what
would
I
be
mean.
that would be a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they still do that? I feel like there's got to be a waiver you're
I mean,
gonna sign.
Jackass did
Yeah.
that shit for
Yeah, but
a lot of stuff.
But that's Jackass.
I don't know. If
Yeah.
it's, I mean, I don't know if there's any camps that would have that, but
Let's make one. Is anybody? Nobody goes to camp anymore though.
That's not true.
no,
People go to
they
camp.
go to camp. They're just like inside of a school now.
Oh.
It's like pretty lame.
You know, I never realized summer camps, what they really were for, is because, parents need to still work.
Mhm.
Kids aren't at school. I don't know why. It just never computed in my brain when I was a child. Like, that's why you had to go to summer camp.
Right.
Makes sense now.
I think I only
I just went to
one.
the babysitter. I
Yeah.
never went
I
to
only
camp.
went to
Sense.
one that was like an overnight camp.
I don't think I ever did that. I just went like during the day. They pick you up after.
It was
So
a
fucking daycare.
It was like
Yeah,
a
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Daycare, babysitter.
it was like a Christian.
You went to Bible camp?
It wasn't
Fucking
actually
nerd.
no, it wasn't actually, but like
band camp.
on Sunday, like you were like required to go to like church and stuff, and I was like, this is not my vibe.
So you went to Bible camp.
And one of the girls I was friends with
Damn it,
there
Donna.
got kicked out because she was fraternizing with one of the males.
Mm.
Oh, like
Oh, wow.
male student? Like kid?
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested. Spill the tea.
Christianity.
Yeah, we weren't allowed. Like, I mean, we could like do the activities together, I guess, but like they were. Most of it was separate. So like
Oh.
they were dating, and they weren't allowed to have any kind of like PDA at the camp. So there was like they got in trouble for it a couple times, and then there was one night that she like wanted. They both decided they wanted to sneak out of the cabin at night, not to do anything like super scandalous because we were like 8th grade, maybe
Wait,
9th grade,
What grade was this kid in?
like 8th, 9th grade.
And the counselor was how old?
I have no idea.
Like,
Like,
Not that- I wouldn't have
older or
been that much older than
significantly
us.
That's
Oh.
Okay,
That's
all right.
being a pedo.
all right, yeah.
No,
I was gonna say, yeah,
no,
he's
they
like
were
a
both,
35
and
year old.
it wasn't even a counselor. They were both
Were they just
attending the camp.
Okay, so at
Oh,
least in high
oh,
school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that
Yeah, they were
changes.
Under
attending.
18.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
were both
Okay,
attending
okay.
the camp. They were both
Okay.
the same age. There wasn't, but like we weren't allowed to do. So that they were like, oh, we have to see each other because it's like 8th grade.
Yeah,
love.
we're gonna
So,
die if we don't see each
yeah.
other tonight.
So she like asked me
Sorry,
and one of
5
our
minutes
other
ago.
friends to like help her sneak out.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like the first like bad thing I feel like I've ever done in my life. I never done it in my life. We were like helping her sneak out and see, her boyfriend, this love of her life. And one of the other girls, I guess, had overheard us
Oh.
earlier in the day,
And
and
she
she
snitched.
she told all of the
What
counselors.
a bitch.
So the
Wow.
director and all of the counselors were like waiting in the woods with flashlights, like waiting for us to get
It was
there.
a sting operation.
It was really intense.
snitches get stitches. That's
Dude,
all I
super
have to
intense.
say.
That's wild.
Yeah, so the guy and the girl both got kicked out of the camp
Okay.
like the next day,
Of
and then
course.
me and the friend that helped her both couldn't go on the field trip that happened the next
I
day.
feel like I've heard
Mm.
like of a camp like that before. People looking for other people. Super weird.
So did it work out for these people? Are they still together?
No.
No, they're not.
I'm not even sure they lasted past the summer.
Yeah. It was
They-
a summer. It was a summer fling.
Right. Or it was like they went two separate directions after. Like, sorry, I mean, we got sent home. We can't see you again.
Yeah,
That's it.
It's rough.
That's teenage love.
it was awful. I just remember sitting in the director's office while they like called my parents to tell them why I couldn't go on this field trip, and I was
Just
like,
being a bro. I mean, I was trying to help people out. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sue me. Nope, we're gonna make a sting operation.
I was supporting love.
Right. I mean, Jesus.
That sounds like
It was
fun.
really intense. They were literally just hiding in the bushes with like flashlights, waiting to just like
Red team, go.
jump out and get us. It's just so intense.
Wild. Flank them from the back, and we'll get them in the front.
Or flank him.
No one's gonna know. God damn,
They'll
that's so
never know.
stupid. Were they just yelling at the top of their lungs, like, "Hey, we fucking got you," or
Kind
like,
of. They just like hopped out with like flashlights. It was,
Surprise.
it was a very intense thing,
what would
and it was like literally like all of them.
think of how weird this is, though. They're stopping them to do what?
hanky-panky.
Seven.
Right.
see each
Yeah.
other.
So these people are like, look, we can't be having the sex going on these grounds.
No, no,
they didn't even want them like holding hands.
Right? No,
Yeah.
they can't touch skin on skin
No.
contact.
yeah.
No,
No
out of here.
kissing. Nothing.
You're out. You're done. It's in the bylaws.
Well, I
No.
mean, if it was a Christian camp,
I don't fucking care
That's
what kind
against-
of.
What I like
like,
when I
that's a
think
sin.
back
Yeah,
on
you're
it
right.
though, what's so interesting to me
While
is like
the counselors who are kicking them out are fucking each other.
oh yeah, definitely,
well, that's
100%.
what's interesting is I feel like this was like also purely for counselors' entertainment too, because like
Sure.
if they knew about it, there's no reason why they couldn't have just like pulled us all aside earlier today, and be like, we know what your plan is. If you like,
Right.
we're not
They
gonna let you
wanted
do
to
that.
get the
They
flashlights.
wanted,
out. Yeah,
yes,
for sure.
it's like
You got that
I
one
feel
guy.
like all day they were like, oh, this is gonna be
Yeah.
great.
You got the one
Bam,
guy.
gotcha.
The one guy in the back. This is our time. I got the plans.
Stands up on a table, starts talking. Yeah.
He's drawn out on a fucking whiteboard. All right. 3U, you'll be red team. You go in the back. Blue team's gonna be up front.
They probably
Christ.
did do that shit too because they had some people had to go over to the guys' side cabin to get to them while they caught us on the and they let us walk all the way to the meeting spot too. Like they
was it
didn't
like
just catch us coming out of the cabin. They like let us walk all the way out
Oh,
there.
yeah,
We're
this
waiting. for us.
Yeah, they had a set plan.
Yeah.
They were. This
This
there
was
was strategy.
coordinated.
Yeah, there was strategy behind that.
Commitment.
It's wild, is what it is. I just want to say, every time I sit down to do this podcast, no one cares about me until I'm here. And then 17 people are like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, what's up? What's happening? Hey, let me call you.
Who
Every
wants to
time.
talk to you right now?
My brother, my parents just got here. The band's chat going off.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't muted.
And
so.
it's questions for me. And I'm like, no, I'm good.
suck.
I'm busy. Right?
Tell them get back in an hour. Get back to you in an hour.
I'm busy. We're talking about camp counselor SWAT teams.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great time. Ooh,
No.
whatever. Starring Aaron Schwartz as Jerry or Gerald.
Gerald Gardner.
Ben Stiller as Tony Perkis Jr. and Tony Perkis Sr.
I
If
did.
anybody
way.
caught that at the
Yeah,
end,
I called that.
that great appliance on his face looking old.
Yep.
Come on, it's fucking funny.
Oh, it was hilarious.
That made me giggle.
Todd McGowan as Patrick. Tim Blake Nelson as Roger. Jeffrey Tambor as Maury. Maury G. I don't know why I put a G there. Joseph Wayne Miller as Samuel. Jerry Stiller as Harvey Bushkin. Ann Mara as Alice Bushkin, who are whose parents? You're not even paying attention. Ben Stiller's parents play the camp.
That's why it's such
Yeah.
a good movie.
Yeah.
Like his dad was in there.
Ben Stiller's
Right.
parents in real life played the people who owned the camp that sold it to Ben Stiller in the movie.
Isn't that George from King of Queens?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Thought he was going to say
That's his
George
actual-
from
that's his
Seinfeld. I'm like,
actual dad?
close. Yeah.
Oh, no
Jerry
way.
Stiller.
No way.
If you look at old pictures of him, you're like, holy shit.
It's
They look
Ben.
exactly the same. Yeah, it's the same. We also got Sean Weiss as Josh and Keenan Thompson as Roy. I got a question for you guys.
Hmm.
How does Keenan Thompson still have a job at SNL?
You don't think he's very funny?
I don't. He does the same thing. Since all that, he's
He's
been
the
the
same
guy
guy.
that's just there going, huh, yeah, what about that? Ha, ha, ha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
every time.
everyone knows Kel was funnier than Keenan.
That's what I'm saying. So why is it that Keenan's the longest serving member of SNL history?
Because you need that guy.
I guess, yeah.
You have all your
All right, you're
funny
making
people,
sense.
and then you gotta have the guy that's like, whoa, what's up with that?
You got to have the guy holding it all together.
Yeah.
And he's the glue.
Yeah.
I don't like him, but I guess he's the glue that holds it together. I don't think I've ever laughed at Keenan.
I laughed at him on all that when he would do the
Well, the guy in the bathtub.
yes.
Yeah. What
was
the
his
fuck?
name? Pierre.
Yeah, something like
Pierre
that. Yeah,
Escargot,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
Pierre Escargot. Yeah.
Pierre.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
Maybe because he was fresh back then, doing
Yeah,
stupid
yeah.
shit. And I'm like, all right, this is funny. Now he's doing
I
the
don't
same
think he's
skit.
funny as an adult.
No,
yeah.
no, because he's doing the same shit that he was doing and all that. He's like, look, fresh material. No one's seen it. That's watching.
Maybe he should bring back Pierre Escargot.
I'd watch it.
I'd watch.
Yeah, I'd watch the fuck out of that. You guys are like, I don't know what.
Yeah,
you
you
I
guys
don't
ain't got a
remember
clue.
that at all.
Yeah.
$100 says you've seen the picture of Keenan in a bathtub with a raincoat on.
You can have a rubber ducky.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
I bet you do.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, Google it since you know you've seen it. Runtime on this guy is 100 minutes. This is a little long for this type of movie to me. Normally, these are like in the 90 minutes, hour and a half, kind of quick in and out. Family
Talking
type
10
movie.
minutes more than
Keenan
the
Thompson
standard
and-
movie.
I realize that.
It felt
But-
long.
It feels a little long. Sure,
That's
I'm sure because you
weren't
guys are like,
interested.
I fucking hate this movie.
Well, here's the thing. It's like I didn't hate
Oh,
it. I
I
didn't hate
remember
it.
this.
Yeah, that's
Um,
what we're talking about.
yeah, see?
With the flippers
No.
and everything.
No, not
I
for
didn't
me.
hate it. But like while I was watching it, there was like a point where I was like, all right, I'm done with them. Like I feel like I've gotten what I've needed to get from the movie and I'm done with the movie, but it's still on.
Yeah, because you had to watch the big tournament at the end.
Yeah.
The big
Yeah.
race.
What was it
Yeah.
fucking called again? I'm
I'm drawing a blank.
I don't want to say it because it might be racist because I know it was an Indian term.
Apache something.
The relay, the Apache relay,
Apache
right?
relay,
like
yeah,
that.
that's
Thank
what
you.
it was.
Because I would have said something worse.
Thank God somebody watched it.
Yeah. Funny how they're in Indian stuff, but the other team's in like Greek.
Native American.
Yeah, Greek.
Thank you. Native American
That's
stuff.
the
Yeah, you
racist
can't.
part
You
that
gotta
you
stop
can't
saying.
See,
native
yeah, I know,
American,
I know.
yeah.
Anyways, why
Um,
would it be the Apache relay if they're not also in Native American garb?
We're
You know?
thinking like Greek Roman.
I
That's
mean,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
that's what
Shit.
doesn't make sense.
Well,
Because
they were the MVP camp. They were the best. The Greeks.
I
the
get
best,
it, but
yeah.
shouldn't they be dressed up as like
Cowboys?
cowboys?
Oh, okay, yeah, or that. Yeah, that'd be even more fun.
Ugh.
Yeah, they were all fucked up, but fucking pilgrims. You imagine them in pilgrim outfits?
At the time in the '90s, that wouldn't have been looked at bad. You'd be
No,
like, well, it
not
makes
at all.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nowadays, it was canceled. Just gone.
canceled.
Done.
Cutting that whole part out of the movie. In reality, when you think about it, you could end the movie at when Tony Perkis Sr. gives the keys to the main guy. You could just end the movie.
Oh yeah, because it's pretty offensive after that.
Right.
I have
I
a
don't-
question for
Well,
you.
that's kind of what I mean. It's like I felt like at a certain point I was like, okay, like I
You're
get
tired
the
of
gist of
the
it. Like
little
why? Like I'm
Bullying
done now.
remarks and everything.
I mean, I like the go-kart race because I would have liked to
Oh, it
driven
looked
that
like
go-kart.
fun.
Yeah, and then he jumps over the one
Yeah.
and like
Yeah, that
lands
was
on
awesome.
it.
Yeah.
I would do
I
that.
had like boat fans on the back.
Yeah, exactly. You got to get that extra HP on there.
Yeah,
Like 0.5.
it's pretty sick.
Can
Sorry.
you name 5 vice presidents?
Grover
Oh,
Cleveland.
that's
What's your list?
Kamala
5.
Harris.
yeah. Kamala Harris. Joe
fucking
Byron was.
Joe
he
Biden,
was a vice.
Byron. Not George Bush. No, I'm
You
trying
know
to.
what I had?
I'm trying to
Al
think,
Gore was a VP.
Yeah, but I was trying to think who's Bush's VP.
Oh.
Cheney.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney.
You know what I had?
Yeah.
Did he
what?
shoot
Although-
somebody?
Yeah, in the
although-
face.
Yeah,
But there
unreal.
was a Bush. That was.
I thought there was. Yeah. It was.
I had
we
Biden.
looked this up,
I had Biden.
but then he wasn't.
What
actually-
Bush?
Bessie.
he
Bush
wasn't-
Senior was a VP.
Oh, just
no.
being
It was a different Bush.
Be honest though, you
Oh.
weren't even confident about that.
I wasn't.
That's okay. Who's the Bush? Jeb Bush. Was it Jeb?
No.
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 He was a governor.
H-
he was a
HW.
governor
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Florida.
Yeah, you're right.
George H.W.
Yeah, that's senior
Oh.
or not senior, but
Yeah, the first one.
yeah, our Bush's dad.
Right.
I'm pretty sure he was president when
The
we were
dad
born,
Bush.
right?
Ew.
Wasn't
Yeah.
it Bush?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Bush. Yeah.
We
I
weren't-
remember-
we weren't Reagan kids, were we?
No,
Mike
no,
Pence,
We're not
that's
that
the other
old.
dumb-
We're not that old.
Yeah. That's the one.
Remember when the fly landed on Mike Pence's head
No.
during a speech and it just sat there for like 5 minutes? Oh, it was amazing. Anyways, funny story. So when I first moved here, this is gonna you guys are too young for this. Maybe not. The first class I had, homeroom, whatever, the first period, every classroom had a TV in it, and they played like Homeroom 1 or something. What it was called? Did you have that?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we went to Leonardtown together. I believe I remember this.
Was it called?
I don't
It
remember.
was a TV show, anyways. That would have like current events or something, and this was like huge to me because coming from Canada, I didn't have a TV in our classroom. We didn't watch TV for.
You guys were
like,
still in
whatever.
black and white when you came down here.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
we were in the
For
in the
sure.
Stone Ages, writing
Yeah.
on fucking rocks, like carving into them. Like, is this good? So when I came down here, I'm like, oh my god,
That was a
TV!
snort.
No,
that was a snort.
Oh, fire!
Sorry.
Look, I made fire. So like I'm watching this,
We're
and
in
I
our
remember the
30s
first.
getting called old. This is hilarious.
Yeah, I know, right? It's true though. God damn it. Anyway, so like I remember watching it, and I'm like, oh, George Bush, and like I was young then. I didn't pay attention to American politics. Like, why would I? I was a kid in Canada, right?
Still don't.
So, still don't. So I'm like looking at this guy named George Bush, and I'm like, that's funny. And I look over to, I think, you remember Jeff U-Haul?
Yeah, I remember.
He was beside me, and you remember Jeff U-Haul.
Yeah, I
We
remember.
were fucking wild. So I like, oh my God, George Bush, that's hilarious. And dude, he laughs the loudest you've heard anybody laugh in your life. Like, delayed, like, literally, like, ah, like, whatever. And again, I'm brand new to the school. I'm just trying to make friends with somebody. I thought I killed this man because he's like dying laughing. Obviously, he was faking the laugh because that's a played out joke. George Bush, right? You know, I'm a fucking in 7th grade.
Bush.
Sorry, I just remember that very
I
vividly.
just laughed at myself saying Dad Bush.
See?
So
Exactly. I thought it was a good joke. Apparently
it
not.
wasn't. Yeah, it's
No.
fine.
Did you guys have the TV in your classrooms?
We had
And
the,
you watch
The box TV with the on the roll
on the
around
wheels.
cart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, they're not that old.
No.
Or that young.
I don't think the
Yeah,
class
if we
I
had
was
like a
in.
movie day or something, you hold they rolled
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah,
card in.
Yeah, I don't think that changed for a while.
No, but the classroom I remember, it was in the corner and it stayed there. Like it was in the
Oh, like
corner
it
of
was,
the
like,
room, mounted.
Mounted.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I
had
think I
some.
remember that. Yeah.
Trying to remember what,
I feel like that
Those
was
are usually social studies classrooms
Yeah.
had that.
because I remember in Leonardtown Middle School they had like the block of 4 rooms and you had to go through one room to
Yep.
get the other.
Yep, I remember
I had
that.
to do that. That was the weirdest
Yeah, you
thing.
had to
Me
go
too.
through,
We
what was it,
definitely-
Mr. LeGrant's room to get
So-
to one,
This
right?
is the LeGrant. Oh
This is-
goddamn.
DJ
we
LeGrant.
definitely had them in the classrooms for high school
Sure.
because
Yeah,
we
yeah,
did
yeah.
like we recorded morning at.
No.
You didn't?
Mm-mm.
Oh, we
I went to
did.
Chopticon.
We
Oh, you
definitely
had nothing.
we
No, you
did.
got
Oh,
We
I
had,
went to Chopticon.
we had TVs in
We're
each,
talking middle school here.
Yeah, we're talking.
We're going
this
way
is
back.
In
year
each of them.
2000.
Yeah.
we recorded morning announcements. Like we specifically, I like had a morning
Y2K, baby.
announcements first
Oh, it was
period
fun.
where
It was
we
great.
would
It was a great time.
record. Like the students would record the morning announcements, and then at the very end, played it for the whole school.
Bunch of fucking nerds.
It was a really cool first period to have, though.
I went to
I mean-
Catholic school, so
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
What school?
Mother Catherine.
Mother Catherine?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that doesn't sound right.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you go to school? Mother Catherine?
No,
Catherine?
Catherine.
Catherine.
With the TH.
Arnold Palmer.
With the
Catherine.
TH, buddy. It's all right.
Is the caffeine getting to your Catherine?
Sorry, I have a speech impediment. I don't know. I try and tell everybody, and no one believes me until it
He
comes
has
out.
paperwork
and
to
then
prove it.
I
That's
do.
that's how they say Catherine in Canadian.
Catherine. Catherine.
Hey, what's next?
This was released on
We
A
haven't
lot-
even gotten there yet.
a lot
The
longer
Yeah,
than
we've
I
been
thought. A lot later than I
BSing.
thought. Very close to the date that we were just talking about.
97.
June 6th, 97. Actually, I think that's wrong. It's not that. It's
I feel
in
like
February.
that's when it was released.
Heavyweight. It's 95.
I was gonna say I feel like it's earlier than that.
I think that didn't save. It's definitely February like 17th or something. Yep, February 17th, 1995.
Okay, that makes more
that makes
sense.
more sense. Yeah, but everything else is right.
No,
Don't
that's
look
right.
at that. I'll move down.
She was alive.
You guys born yet?
I
Yes.
was not.
You was not. You were born in 96.
No.
95, but later.
Yeah.
November.
I was just a little
Nope.
tiny baby.
Why don't I know this? I
I don't
remember
know.
your birthday.
I don't remember yours, so
Oh, that makes me feel great.
Yeah.
7th,
No.
23rd.
no.
I was close.
So close.
Yeah.
22nd, 4th,
1.
8th.
21.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh, look at me. I'm so talented.
I said every other number
Yeah.
but that. Whatever. Don't
When's your
matter.
birthday?
Take a guess.
I don't want.
December.
I don't want to. Do I look like a summer baby or a spring baby
November.
or a
You
winter
look,
baby?
You look like winter because you're fair skinned.
That's because it's Canadian.
Is everybody born in the winter if you're from Canada?
You would think everyone's doing stuff in the winter, right? Because you're locked up. So what would that mean?
Oh, your birthday's
so
in
you're-
fucking June, isn't it?
Say you're a summer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
July?
June.
11th.
June. No,
Fuck. Was I close?
kind of
7th.
Nope.
Nope.
farther away.
15.
That's very close.
14.
Nope.
17.
What?
17.
Nope.
16.
Nope. 16.
16.
That was so fucking annoying.
All right.
We got there.
We guessed half the month.
So Emily's birthday is November
Nope.
That's terrible.
August, September,
Um,
February. Did you
dude,
just have a
We
birthday?
just celebrated my birthday.
Yeah, you
Where
don't. You
was
don't
I?
We were
remember?
supposed to go to fucking Mexican.
Oh, that's why you can't. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. I remember. So January, like 14th or something around there, 20th.
20th.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
21.
I was in there. I was in there.
22. Good thing you hit it with 20. Because we're gonna. I was gonna
That's right in the middle.
guessing.
20. Boom. Done. Yeah.
Boom.
Anyways, top 10 that week. The movies that came out, and then we're going to do the top 3. We're only like 20 minutes into this podcast.
I know that just the birthday conversation was
I
very
will
long.
punch you in the mouth. Anyway,
Do we talk about the movie at all?
the movie that we're talking about. Or that
I
we're
feel like we
reviewing?
ain't talked about the
Hey,
movie
see,
at all.
welcome to the show. We
Yeah.
can sometimes, and then we get to it. But no, we'll get to questions about the movie here in a little bit. So, box office that week, top 10. When we get to top 3, I'll tell you the top 3, and then you got to guess the order that they're in. Number 10, Nobody's Fool.
You son of a bitch.
I don't recall that movie.
I don't
No,
either.
I don't know either.
I know they won't know this.
No,
What do you?
Oh, of course
absolutely
not.
not.
Absolutely not. Number 9, Pulp Fiction.
Oh, that's a classic.
Big one. A big one.
Mm-hmm.
People should know about that. Randy's like, never seen it.
Nope.
Never heard of her. Probably one of the biggest 90s movies.
I know there's a couple movies I still need to see.
That was-
There's a lot of movies.
There's a
I
lot
still
of
need to
movies.
see. Let's be honest.
You're right. You're right. Number 8. Here's a big one. If you haven't seen this, leave. Forrest Gump.
Oh my God, what a wow! 95.
Oh, I
What a
know.
year.
What's okay? So doing this,
I know.
I
I know.
know. What a year! What a year! Good for you guys. There's 3 years that come to mind where I look at movies and like the year, it's like holy shit. 95's close, but 94, 98, and 99. If you go through the movies that came out those years, you're gonna sit there and go, holy shit! All these movies we got in one year, all of them classics.
Incredible.
Yeah, specifically 98. Like, look at that shit, and you'll be like, motherfucker. Up to you guys. Go Google it. I don't care. We're not going to sit here and go through that.
You don't want to bring that up. You don't want to get off track. And
Oh my gosh.
I mean, we can.
Oh.
One word: Armageddon.
what's a
No,
classic?
okay, yeah, see. Number 7, Boys on the Side. I think that's
Like
something
a-
Randy does on the weekends.
You like
What up?
boys on the side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Who
what the
doesn't?
movie is.
Yes,
It's a good
I have
time.
no idea.
Number 6, Legends of the Fall.
Okay, I remember that one.
Not bad, not bad. I remember watching it going, I've seen it. Number 5, The Quick and the Dead.
Excuse you.
I don't know if I've ever
What
seen
is that?
It's like a Western. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Not
it sounded like a western.
Number 4,
I'm really fidgety.
yeah, he's moving a lot. You all right?
Wait, this
Yeah.
is this in order or is
Yes.
this just the top 10?
This is the top 10 of like the box office that week.
You're telling me Forrest Gump was number 8?
Well, you got to think Forrest Gump could have
Probably
come
been
out
out a while.
a couple months
Yeah.
back, right?
No.
Right.
okay.
So this is at the release
I
date
should have
of.
been number 1.
It probably was for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Forrest Gump came out in '96. So this
Okay.
is February 97. No, sorry, 94. This is February 95. So
Just read what you got on there. You keep guessing things.
I put the release date wrong. That's the only thing I didn't fucking write. Because again, Tara texted me like 1,000 things, and I'm like trying to keep up. Anyways, number 4. Tara's getting
Oh,
Yep.
I see it.
Fucking Tara.
Billy Madison.
Oof,
That's a good one.
that is a classic.
Yes, I'm gonna do this
That might
again
be the
With the
classic.
penguin.
with the penguin. Yeah. Nudie magazine day.
That might be Adam Sandler's best movie.
I go between that and Happy Gilmore,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
but obviously, those are the two. You know,
Oh,
what I mean,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, you can sit here and say there's, even Mr. Deeds, like people shit on. It's pretty good.
It's
Big
pretty
Daddy's
good.
pretty
I
good,
like
too.
Big Daddy a
Big
lot.
Daddy's good.
Big Daddy's great.
I think a sleeper that a lot of people like kind of pushes aside was Little Nicky. If you watch that,
Oh yeah.
like recently,
It's
you
pretty
realize
funny.
there's some good ones in there.
Mhm.
What was the 8 Crazy Nights? The
the
animated
cartoon
movie.
one,
Cartoon, yeah.
That was even pretty good. So, look,
It was
I
alright.
like Adam Sandler. Maybe I'll watch anything he does.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, even the shit
Except
ones.
that.
Jack and
Jim-
Jill. I'll watch
Severed.
it. I'll
No,
watch
that
it.
movie was
that one
garbage.
Too, fucking
Oh.
weird.
It's the worst movie I've ever seen,
Yeah.
but I watched
And
it.
Spanglish.
I was gonna say that
Spanglish.
was the other one that got.
That sucked.
I didn't
I like
mind
Spanglish.
Spanglish.
But you got to look at it.
It got
it's
a
not,
lot of trash
Because
but,
it's
like,
not, that was like his first role where he like broke away from
Yeah,
comedy.
it wasn't
Right.
his. Yeah,
He's not a comedy-esque type movie, so you're going in like, oh, Adam Sandler. If he's not
Yeah.
funny in this, I want
Yeah.
I didn't like the
crack a
Jim one.
joke. Jim one?
Where he's like a basketball fucking coach or something like that.
Oh,
on
the
Netflix.
Basketball Diaries or some shit.
No,
Not
it was like the
Basketball
newest
Diaries.
one
Yeah,
he
yeah,
did,
yeah.
yeah.
Basketball something. My mom said it was good, and I was like, I'll watch it.
It was decent.
I didn't like it.
No.
At all.
At all.
Uh.
I liked Click. I thought that was pretty good.
Oh.
That movie made me cry.
I was gonna say I kind of teared up
Yeah,
towards the end of
for
that.
sure.
If you don't tear up at the end of that movie,
Yeah, it got
Yeah.
me. It hit me right in the feels.
Also Christopher Walken. Come on.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm Christopher Walken.
That's your thing. Do it.
It's crazy.
Dance, monkey dance.
No.
Did you see the commercial with him?
I thought it was pretty
That
good.
was pretty funny.
Because you got to think, like, that's his life.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
Every
yeah,
time
yeah.
you meet somebody, everyone's like trying their Christopher
Hey,
Walken.
hey,
Oh, it's
you-
Christopher Walken. Hey. You crazy.
You're Christopher Walken.
And then you gotta go with them because then you're an asshole, right?
yeah, right.
Right. Yeah, fuck. All right, top 3 that week in no particular order, and then you guys got to guess what they're in if you want. I'll give you. If you want to write them down, unless you already looked here.
I saw one.
All right. Well, Heavyweights is in it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Just Cause, the Brady Bunch movie. They all came out in the same week, so this is their
I
weekend.
gotta put it in order.
You got to say, what do you think number 1 is? What do you think number 2 is? And what do you think number 3 is? I think you know what number 3 might be.
Heavyweights.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't understand this game.
Just write it down.
What do you think
No,
number
I
1
understand the
It's
game.
Just
I mean,
Cause.
with you saying stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's a movie.
I'm
So, Heavyweights, Just Cause, the Brady Bunch movie. In which order do we think it is?
Wait a second. The Brady Bunch movie with
Yes.
Ben Stiller's wife?
Yes.
That's so crazy.
Yeah,
And they're
oh,
both
okay.
top 3 movies?
I'm glad you said something. 'Cause I was
Wow,
going to bring
okay.
that up in a
All right.
second. And you're like, I don't even know who that is. Fucking Jan. Come on. Is it Jan?
I
Or
thought
is it
she played
Marsha?
Marsha.
It's Marsha.
She played Marsha.
Marsha.
Emily's looking at a blank stare at what she's drinking, going, I don't know what this is.
I
Brandy's
did
got.
the same thing, dude.
All right, what do you got? What do you got? What do you think it is? So Brady Bunch, Just Cause, Heavyweights. Brady Bunch, Just Cause.
Fat kids.
Kids.
Yes, sir.
Are you in the same?
I'm in the same boat.
And guess what, guys? For the first time on this show, everyone got it right.
It makes sense because Brady Bunch
do
is like a
something together.
family movie,
Also, to be fair,
so it
Look at
speaks
us.
to everybody.
you help.
You said number 3.
Yeah,
He said he thinks it's
I-
number 3.
But
I
just
did
said-
happen to see it.
I'm just saying. You
Okay.
gave us part
All right.
of the.
Good luck on this. What do we think the budget was?
Oh,
Ooh.
shit.
That'd have been a pretty cheap movie, I would think. This is $1995.
$19.95, maybe $94, right?
Do the
because you're
conversion
making
pretty quick
yeah,
in your head. You might be able to get it.
Maybe.
Yeah, because it's like $1 billion nowadays.
Shrek was what?
That was 870
Well,
something.
that's how much it
thousand.
made. That's how much it made, not how much it cost. to
I
Yeah,
don't
make.
remember
that's
how
how
much
much
it
it
cost.
Yeah,
costs.
like 60 or something. 65, I
Oh,
believe.
yeah, it was
something like
pretty
that.
cheap.
We always go back to Shrek.
It was a
because
cheap
it
hooker.
makes
I'm just
so
going to
much
put
money.
a solid $1 million.
1 million. I mean, that's honestly not a,
$1
not a
million.
bad, whatever.
I'm gonna go 17.
17 million. Okay.
Ah,
Oof.
He's
That
playing.
seems pretty high.
I was going to say, he's playing the fucking Bob Barker over here.
mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Price is right.
Yeah.
It's like $1.
Right. What do you got?
3.
$3?
Yes.
$3.
3 million.
I think everybody donated their time.
Well, definitely, they're at a camp, so I'm assuming that they either rented the camp
Yeah.
out or they just said, "Hey, we're
Yeah,
all going to
which
go to
I feel
camp."
like that can't
Mhm.
be too costly,
Yeah,
right?
probably not. You go like maybe right before the season starts, so it is cold, but it's not that cold. But you putting the fat kids in there into the water, like, hey, don't worry about it. Don't matter. It's
Can we
cold.
call them fat kids?
Putting the
I mean, I just did it on my
weight
writing, and I have it on
challenged.
writing.
I mean, they call
weight-challenged
themselves
kids.
fat kids in the movie, so I
They
think
do.
it's totally fine.
Okay.
They know what they are. They're eating. They're hiding sausages. Come on.
I mean, I'm a fat kid, so
I would, look, you guys know how much I eat. I'm a fat kid, but I'm not. Sorry. I try. It just doesn't happen.
some people just have a really good metabolism.
I hope
You're one
that's,
of them.
It's probably that's what it is. Or that I'm constantly doing stuff. It's stress. That's where my, no.
Okay.
I thought
I
stress
guessed-
adds weight.
Depends on which end it's coming out. I don't know. All right, I guessed $12 million because I can guess these because I guess before I write these down or look them up. Actual budget, $10 million.
Fuck.
Dang.
Hmm.
Okay, it's pretty pricey.
Still Still not like super expensive, but I would think you're right. Like when you're thinking about these movies that were coming out like Bang 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 in the 90s, probably is expensive.
I feel like the only reason that movie's expensive is because it had like a decent cast.
It's a big cast too,
Yeah.
right? There's a lot of people
It's
in
like
it.
the actual like layout and expenses for like the area where it was filmed, I feel like wouldn't cost that much money.
No, I don't think so. Like here's $10K. Like
Yeah,
we're gonna be here for 2 months. You know,
it's gotta be because of the Stillers probably were like, no, I want this much money.
I'm sure the food budget might have been a little big.
Yeah, because they're
Yeah.
fat. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, sorry, I had to say it.
But
But
you
also,
gotta remember the one scene, they're literally just throwing food all over
You're
the
right,
place.
yeah, you're
I mean,
right, yeah.
Hundreds of dollars. of food.
they're like rolling in it.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, that's a fever dream.
That is
really.
that's definitely. I could see myself doing that.
I want it instead of a ball pit, just a pit full of food that I would like
That
want. Jelly
sounds
donuts.
Fucking disgusting.
Whipped cream and. Well, that's
But not
a
in
little
real
weird.
life.
Yeah,
And you're
maybe not
in
the
a
whipped
dream,
Okay.
right? So
Still.
it's all perfect, and you're not getting all sticky and whatever. It's just donut.
Oh.
Like you ever seen The Simpsons where Homer's like dreaming of him flying through the air just eating donuts?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Like that.
yeah, that.
That sounds better than
what I'm saying.
jumping into a fucking pool of jelly donuts.
Well,
but
that's
it-
basically
that
what they
makes me
did in the
wanna vomit.
movie.
But
Now I
in
want
a
a jelly
dream.
donut.
Me too, yeah. Powdered?
Mhm.
Okay.
Didn't the one kid like literally pick
That
one
actually
up
sounds
off
pretty
his
good. Yeah, yeah,
body
yeah.
and eat it?
Sounds pretty good.
Amazing.
Well, then in the beginning, the one kid,
I'm
they
hungry.
they all brought
I didn't know I was hungry until just now.
they all brought snacks hidden on them, except for the one kid from the UK who I didn't know how hot it was going to be in the plane or whatever.
Melted
And,
chocolate.
it's all, and the one dude just
That
not
I
sanitary.
looked away.
he goes for it
I
too.
looked away. I
That's
couldn't watch the
amazing.
part.
Good for him. Just when you're hungry, right? You eat what you can eat. Okay, what do we think it made overall in theaters?
23.
$23 million. That was quick and to the point. Sure.
In my head
Whatever.
already.
Okay.
20.
17.
20.
17, 20. I guessed 25. It actually made $17.6 million.
Damn it! 17 was my first answer.
That's
I
why I
wanted to go
picked
with.
it for this one.
Fucking hell!
Not
I
bad.
never win anything.
No, you got the.
I did it to myself.
That was theaters
That's fine.
only.
That was theaters only, right? We don't do DVD sales or anything like that because it is very hard to do that because
It's pretty good.
when you're in a theater,
7 million profit.
right? You're only there for so much time. Where most movies are in for the same time unless they get re-released or hey, this is doing really good, let's keep it in here. Where DVD sales, well, depending on when the movie came out, could change how much money it made, and also it's very hard to track that. So, box office only. Opening weekend, it made $6.1 million. It's not bad.
It's pretty good.
Not bad.
Almost
Yeah, there's a
the amount it
whole
cost.
bunch of stuff right here. It's a
Like a
how I heat my
spaceship.
house. It's a spaceship and everything. Yeah, no. We are in the basement. That would be my fucking say it for me. HVAC.
Yep.
Sure. Tomatometer time. The Rotten Tomatoes score. The Roddy T's.
Pretty sure I saw it on the thing, so I'm not gonna guess that part.
Well, there's two scores there. There's one score that it only shows there for Rotten Tomatoes, and then there's
Which
a
is the
popcorn score,
critics,
which is
right?
a different one. I don't know which one it is.
Okay, well I'm gonna get one
So
of them right.
critics or audience, or critics and audience score out of 100%. We're going to guess each of them. Critics first, audience second. Randy's going to go first.
One of them is 38. I'm gonna go 45 next.
Okay. 38, 45.
38 critics,
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
45 audience.
Yep. She's thinking hard.
33 critics.
You don't trust my eyesight.
65 audience.
65. Okay.
I'm going to go 40-50.
40, 50. Okay.
40
I
on
was-
the critics, 50 on the audience.
Yeah.
Should be 100 on the audience.
It should be 100.
Should be. 100%.
I was at 55 for the critics and 75 for the audience. I felt like critically this isn't a good movie. Like critics are going to be like fat kids at a fat camp trying to get skinny, and then this dude comes in, tries to make him skinny, and then they get mad at
How
him. What?
recent are these votes?
So Rotten Tomatoes is a ongoing thing, right?
Right.
So anybody who watches the movie today, like us, can go on there and be like, "This fucking sucks," or "This is amazing."
So I think it would have been closer to your guess years ago.
It's one of those things too, right? When you think about it, like, hey, if this was 15 years ago and we just watched it, or wherever it was, because 15 years ago, not even close to when this came out, because we're old as shit. More
Facts.
people could have been like, "Yo, this is really good." Nowadays, looking at you
Yeah,
guys,
I mean, they said it sucked.
you're gonna be like, I don't get this motherfucker, but I'm gonna go on Netflix and watch this movie I don't need to pay attention to and stare at my phone the whole time. 9 out of 10. So, you never know what you're gonna get.
What fucking movie are you talking about? I feel like there's one you just had in your head.
Red Notice.
I watched the shit out of that movie.
See? And it's a terrible movie.
Oh, I actually liked that movie.
See?
'Cause
Terrible
The
movie.
Rock and Ryan Reynolds.
Yep.
That's all you need. And Gil.
Yeah.
God, Gil.
How much did you look at your phone every time you watch a movie?
I don't think I did.
But you don't have to pay attention because the movie doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I barely touched my phone during this movie, too.
What a
I'm
good guy.
becoming more of an adult, you know?
Oh, look at you being nice and growing up.
Still sucked, but...
Rotten Tomatoes score. Critics, 38.
Let's see, you knew the numbers.
Audience, 77.
Okay, the
Sam,
audience
Sam.
is smart.
Bringing it back.
Sam.
That's not bad. Not bad. I like it. Let's get to this part now. Finally, talking about the movie at hand. Who was your favorite character in this movie? Anybody, take it.
Fucking hell.
Fucking Ben Stiller.
right.
I mean, he made the movie 100%.
Yeah, because, I mean, think of any other actor that you could throw into this same role. Don't think about Dodgeball for a second, but, like, who would you put at this time? Jim Carrey?
That would have been good,
Nah,
too.
I don't
See,
think so.
I think it would have been too much
No.
for Jim
No.
Carrey, right? Like, he would have done too much and over the top, where I
And
feel like...
that's how he acts, right? I mean,
Right.
he's been called an overactor before.
Sure.
Yeah.
But Ben Stiller doing this, you believe him being an asshole, you believe him being psycho, but also like decent at points, right? Like at the beginning, he seems like he's okay with like, okay,
He
we're
just
actually going to
wanted
do
him
this.
get healthy.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, sure.
He did. He really did
Maybe
want
he
them to
went
be
at it
healthy.
the wrong way.
Maybe looking for some personal
was-
gain of his own.
He was
I
there
don't
for the
know.
kids.
I will say the reveal, the reveal of the
Yeah,
poster
okay.
with just their heads pasted on other kids'
Yeah.
bodies, hilarious. They didn't even
That was-
try
that
to
was fucking-
skim down their faces or anything. And he was on a girl's like head.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck,
I'm skinny.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. If I had to pick one, to be Ben Stiller, too.
Yeah.
Get on the scale. Get off the scale.
Mainly because I don't know anyone else's name.
Well, I just feel
Can we
like
cut for a second?
I feel like he was the only character that actually stood out like that.
Yeah, but if you think about it, Jerry's the main character, right?
Yeah, the
But-
kid is.
But in
But
my
he's also
opinion,
just
I
kinda
feel
like
like
a-
Tony Perkis was like took the movie to another level.
Have you seen the actor that played Jerry
Like now?
recently? Yeah.
No.
He's fit.
Show me a
I
picture.
think that movie,
That movie
had to have done him
turned
some
him
good.
around.
It worked. The
Like, if
Perkis
it-
system
The
worked.
Perk-
If the
That's
fucking-
Perkisize.
If the picture on
Come here, you
on
devil
Plex,
log.
like his character name,
Dude, we fix that thing up. It's dude, it's so fucking funny.
That movie's the best.
Yeah.
if the picture they have on for like the cast of him is the same one, then he's doing pretty well. Yeah, he's doing pretty well.
I need a Tony Perkis.
I wonder what Pat looks like. 'cause
He's doing
Pat was,
pretty well
Oh, look at
now.
that.
My man.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
tell he was got a little flab still going.
He
but, you know,
definitely,
doing
he
pretty
definitely
well.
Perkisized.
oh
He's
yeah.
better.
Look, she's good. Oh, look
But
at
look
that.
at what about
No,
Pat?
he
Pat was the
he
heaviest
was
guy in the
in-
movie. I wonder
there
what
you
he
go.
looks like.
Probably died of a
He looks like
coronary
a
or
guy
something.
that plays
Um,
Why don't we go
What's
to,
what's
movies
the
and
actor's
TV?
name? Let's,
Did I even write it down?
Patrick-
Aaron
Patrick
Schwartz.
Tom McGowan.
look
sorry.
up Tom McGowan. Let's see what Tom McGowan looks like.
the name Tom McGowan.
That is a
That's a man's name, Tom McGowan.
Name's-
Tommy McGowan.
name is Tom
No,
McGowan.
well, that one kid, the biggest kid,
Nothing.
he was always
I guess he
bleeding
just
from the
looks like
nose
the guy.
too.
He was.
Like that was
Why?
for no reason.
Was he just because
I
he was
mean-
fat? Is that how that works?
He's working
Yeah,
too hard.
I
and
think
just-
they like tried to make him like a dumb fat kid.
yeah, they did
So they were like, let's make his nose bleed. Make
because
him
that
look,
makes you
make you look
Yeah.
dumber. I don't know.
picking your nose.
It
or
is
something.
him.
And what?
Gossip Girl.
Was he fit in Gossip Girl, or was he still a little chub?
He was a very like minor character.
Speaking of
But he
Little
was
chubs?
no, speaking of some of the fat kids in this movie,
Yeah.
that Sean Weiss guy went through some hard years, huh?
Yes, he did.
Big-
Lost all his teeth.
Big druggy man.
Fucking
He's clean now though. He's clean.
I've never seen Gossip
Maybe.
Girl. I
allegedly.
believe you.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly,
Yeah.
he's clean. He doesn't look like he's in a
It
good
says it.
spot still. But I mean,
It's him.
hey, well, you know what? I saw something. I don't
It
know
was just
where it
like-
was.
He was just like the
Oh, bad boy.
doorman.
But somebody made him a pair of Mighty Ducks sneakers, and he like got them and was like repping them on like social media, and he seemed decently like he was really excited about it, but didn't seem fucking drugged out anymore, so that's good.
And just will always know him as Goldberg.
Yep. Just getting tied to those.
Goldberg?
Have you seen any of the Mighty Ducks movies?
Mm-mm.
None at all.
Mm-mm.
This is unbelievable. I'm going to take my headphones off and walk out of here.
Oh, that's gone forever. Oh, no, you got it. I'm out.
Got it.
So, when you were growing up, the fuck did you do? Did you
played outside?
I mean, I did. I'm sure you did
No,
too.
of course.
And then after it got dark, we came inside. We watched
Yeah.
awesome movies.
Yeah, watched movies or played PS1.
Right.
You remember PS1?
Before they had the analog
just called-
sticks.
It's just called PlayStation.
It was just like there was no number towards that.
There's no number yet.
No, I didn't really watch TV.
Okay. Did
I was
you,
also
well,
sheltered,
you
so-
were watching Disney movies and stuff too, so that makes okay. I can't get mad at you for that. I was watching those same movies,
Yeah.
but my man here needs to be watching man movies like The Big Green, Little Giants.
Man.
Lady-
But those
Ladybugs.
movies are like literally right when he was born.
I know. So he should have been watching them right out the fucking womb.
You're
just-
not going to remember a movie when you're a year old.
Just keep watching them. You never know until you do it. You fucked up.
I mean, none of it. When you're younger, you're watching
I'm
what someone
sorry.
else is putting on. For
You're
you.
right. You're absolutely
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
I feel like you should know more movies because Tara's
Tara?
our age, and she probably would watch this stuff, right?
She wasn't paying
yeah,
attention.
but
to
like,
Tara.
no, I mean, I don't know. A lot of what I remember is watching whatever my parents put on, not even as much Tara.
Mm.
And
No.
I don't know.
Put your thumb over it. Shake it like a man.
And Tara,
This is
you know,
how I
there,
shake it.
because of the age gap there, Tara, I feel like was out of the house more, or
Oh.
like, you know, I was watching stuff
Well,
that
what
like
is she?
whoever
5 years? 6?
6.
You said you were what, 95?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 7.
Well,
88.
she's the
89,
end of
91.
the year. I'm the beginning of the year, so there's like
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Semantics.
So-
All right. So everybody's going with Tony Perkis for the favorite character, right?
Mm-hmm.
I also like Lars, though. Lars was
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
funny.
Lars.
When he's trying to hit on that chick and then, you know, buddy system, buddy! You know, that was funny. And then also getting the honey put on his chest and the deer, and he's freaking out from the deer. And then at the end,
so easy.
Huh?
He caved so easy.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I think,
I mean, he didn't want to be deported. I get it, but like,
sure. Also, what was with like early 90s movies and everyone being the bad guys were like Austrian or German? You ever notice that?
Well,
I don't know, man. It's a good question.
I wonder what they were doing.
I don't know what they were trying to tell like young kids. Like, hey, anybody from these couple countries, they're bad guys. Watch out. If they're German, if they're speaking
What, like
Dutch, What?
60 years later, 30 years
and it's
later?
weird,
Yeah,
right? Like, why
60,
then
50
now?
years later?
There's still Nazis out there.
Yeah, even, I would say we need to look out for them more now than we did in the 90s.
Yeah,
Like, what the
right.
fuck? Jesus Christ. Favorite part or scene?
Oh, man. That's a tough one. There's a lot of
I'm
good
a
scenes.
I think the scene that you're talking about when he goes running,
Yeah, that's a really good scene.
hilarious.
Because not only like is he like mentally freaking out, but then they hit him with the I bet you can't do 150 sit-ups with your eyes closed,
Yep.
and they blindfold him, and then
Yep.
he gets a face full of
It's
ass.
hilarious. Or just jumping off the
So
cliff,
funny.
like the side of the cliff. So you're saying you didn't laugh once watching this movie?
You guys-
I don't think she did.
I don't think I did.
I giggled a couple times. I didn't actually like laugh.
At all?
I mean, look, here's the thing. It's not like I sat there the whole time and I was like, oh my God, I hate this movie.
You
What
were
is
you
it?"
were in it.
I was fine. I was like watching the movie. I was like, okay, it's a movie. I'm watching
It's
it.
a
And then at
movie.
a certain point, I was like, all right, is it like when is it ending?
Yeah.
And then it was over, and I was just kind of like, all right.
Was that
I
was
mean,
that
it was
comedy
a movie,
just
but it was kind of like,
She
the
doesn't like
same
that
type
kind
of comedy over and over throughout the movie? You just kind of got over it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
It's
I
not
got
for
to the end of the
everybody.
movie, and I was like, what was the point of the movie I just watched?
Well, the
Kids
point
overcoming
was, yeah,
hurdles.
right. They
Whether
won
it-
the Apache
mean,
Relay.
Yeah.
Beat
being accepted
team MVP
for who you
know?
are.
And they didn't need a stinking trophy.
But, I mean, were they really?
Yeah.
Remember they got the girls on the dance floor? That was pretty big.
Right.
One of them actually kissed a girl.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
And he was
Whatever.
fat.
I'm
It
still
doesn't
on your
matter.
side.
Pat
I'm
got
just pointing
over
out.
his fear of talking to
Yeah.
the hot nurse.
Yeah. Everything.
You know,
Everything's
like
coming up
all
for them.
about overcoming your fears.
Yeah, and he's crazy about his gal.
Do you think
God.
if you weren't a fully grown adult and you watched this back in the 90s, well, if you were like 6 and up and you watched this, would you think it would be better?
Probably.
Yeah, for both of
I
you,
feel like,
obviously,
I
yeah.
feel like for you.
Yeah.
I feel like for you. I feel like it wouldn't have been my jam.
She
back
was
then
very
either.
mature at 6 years old.
I can see that. Doing
I
her
mean,
taxes,
no.
like fuck, I'm gonna owe this
Yeah, I
year.
mean,
I
we
mean,
were,
no, but like
8 years old, 7,
So,
8
yeah,
years old
yeah.
when this movie came
although
out.
I did.
You were right in the good
everyone
spot
I
for
was
it, too.
around was much older than me. Like all my cousins, everyone was much older than me.
Sure.
So, but no, I just think that wasn't like what I would have chose to watch as a child either. I was a very like stereotypical girl.
So you're watching Beauty and the Beast like back to back.
I was
Wanted that rose.
I was princesses. I was
Petals
like
falling.
Disney
Mm-hmm.
Channel. I
Sure.
wasn't really
Lizzie
like that.
McGuire.
Yeah.
Mm.
I watched Lizzie.
Sure.
McGuire.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, Lizzie McGuire nowadays.
What's
Oh.
up? The only one. Let's be real for a second. The only one that didn't go crazy.
Yeah, thank God.
Out of like our hot like
Well, like out of
Girl
the
crushes
group,
as a kid?
Lost it.
Lindsay Lohan's gone.
The Olsen twins.
yeah,
Olsen twins.
Gone.
Yeah.
Let's talk about their little sister, who's just like, I'm fine.
Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Amanda Bynes. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. She
Yeah.
became a crack whore.
She's
Yeah.
living on the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Apparently, she's gotten better now, but she's tried to start a podcast and then it got too like popular too fast, and she's like, "This ain't for me." But said it.
What,
Mm.
what did you expect?
I know, right? Everyone loves a train wreck.
Yeah.
I want to watch that. Like, come on, what are you doing on the streets for money? Right? I want to know
Oh.
stuff.
At least the Sprousers are good.
They've had
The
some.
twins?
We're talking
I'm
about
sure they had. I know what we're talking about, but I was thinking about the movie last night. Cole's in it. He's doing good. Is
Yeah,
Cole in
I
Riverdale
think-
or is that Dylan?
Cole.
You know what
Where's
though?
Dylan?
I think like
Is he
Mary.
the one?
TV actors really get put through the ringer
Oh, they do.
with
Oh, yeah.
like just the amount
Especially
of exposure they get to
Disney.
like stuff at a young age. It fucks them up, man.
The like kids, like specific, like the Disneys and
Yeah,
like,
the
they
Disney
have a
kids.
very specific like criteria that you have to live by too. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a lot of pressure
Oh,
being
yeah.
put on children.
Yeah, I mean, look what Hannah Montana's doing now, or what
She's
she went
finally
through.
kind of back to normal.
That's what I'm saying. But
Kind
what
of.
did she
Kind of.
have to do to prove, hey, I'm not that person
Yeah.
anymore? She had to be the complete opposite. And
She
you
should have
know,
just stayed at Hannah Montana.
A lot
Nothing
of
wrong
them
with
will
that.
talk about
I will
it
say
now
she can
too.
she can
like,
sing.
well,
Yeah,
Miley's talked about it. The Jonas Brothers have talked
what was
about like
the-
what it was like.
the one girl that made a book about it, McCormick,
Oh, that was not Disney. That's
Nickelodeon.
Samantha something, or is that was her character name?
Yeah, something like
Carpenter.
that.
Jenny. No,
Jenny from the Block.
Jen-
Jenny from the block.
Yeah. Anyway, she had that book
Yeah.
and she came out basically saying like, "Yo, this one dude fucks everybody's life up," and like, I couldn't talk about it, but
the
now
girl
I can.
from iCarly?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Jeanette McCurdy.
Mhm.
You got it. Look at you.
There you
He's like, I watched every episode.
go.
I did.
Never missed
and
a day.
I tried to watch the new one, but it sucked.
Yeah, probably.
Obviously, it was more adult-like, but still.
I heard that Ned, what was it? Ned's Declassified
Uh-huh.
Guide, whatever. He's got a
Yeah.
podcast too,
Mhm.
and like it's all grown up, and they're talking
Oh,
about like all these
um,
weird sexual stories from
Oh,
the
I
show,
believe
and I'm
it,
like,
man.
oh my god,
Wizards
She gave him a little
Wizards
BJ
is
over
coming
there.
back.
a little handy backstage.
Dude,
Wizards?
I hear like
Oh, yeah.
Hollywood and all that is like basically all like
Selena.
sex.
Oh, yeah, it's
Selena is pretty okay. I mean, she's
Selena
got some
Gomez.
like
I feel like
medical.
she's one of the better
Yeah, she-
ones.
Yeah, she's
Yeah. Her
pretty.
and Hillary
She's
are
turned
like
out
the same.
pretty. She feels pretty normal
Yeah,
for the most part.
yeah. Obviously, like you said, the medical stuff. That's, I mean, it's
Yeah.
just gonna happen. It's not anything that anybody did about
But
abuse. Yeah.
Demi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
got
she
fucked,
went
yeah.
off the deep end.
Yeah.
Huh? Then old boy, Aaron? What's his name from Backstreet Boys' brother?
Yeah, yeah.
Aaron Carter.
Aaron Carter. You can
He
Rest
did.
Yeah,
in
he
peace,
OD'd.
bud. Rest in
Yeah.
peace.
I mean, again, it's one of those things where you look at it and you're like, yeah, well, fucking idiot, OD, that's on him. But in reality, he's escaping demons
Yeah.
from what he dealt with. You know,
Yeah,
like look at Corey Feldman, what he's gone through and where he is today, based off of everything he went through in Hollywood with Corey Haim being
Corey
abused and all
Feldman's
this
a
stuff.
weirdo.
Yeah, but do you think he would be a weirdo today if he didn't go through all that shit he did back in his
probably
show?
not.
No, right?
Yeah.
Like he even tried. He was on The View one time and tried to like say, "Hey, all these people are doing this stuff in Hollywood," and Barbara Walters was like, "How dare you call these people out? You don't know." And he's like, "I do know.
Right.
You don't fucking know."
Right.
And he got put in the thing like, "Oh, you're a bad dude for saying this," but in reality, now it's all coming out that he was right. You know, so it's wild. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Have you
Try to
watched
watch
any of
Who's
his
doing now?
Music
new
stuff.
music?
Oh, dude, it's
Big
one
Michael
of those.
Jackson fan.
Yes, it's one of those train wreck things where like you just can't stop watching it
Yeah,
because
but it's terrible, and that's probably why you keep watching it. It's
yes,
so bad.
yeah. Oh, dude, I would go if he was playing somewhere around here. $20, I'd be there. I'd be up front. Corey Feldman all day. This is the worst shit I've ever seen, but I'm entertained.
Oh yeah,
I love train
Who
wrecks.
was that?
So, have you ever seen The Lost Boys?
the Goonies. You've seen the
Goonies, yeah.
Goonies, right?
So he's the main.
He's not the main
Well, okay,
character.
yeah,
He's
you're
just
right.
like the second.
I'm just gonna look it up.
He's been in a lot of stuff. He was the voice of Raphael in the Ninja Turtles movies in the early.
But he's most known for the Goonies
90s.
and the Lost Boys. I feel
Yeah.
like, at least for our
Oh, this guy.
generation.
Yeah. What was the movie he did with Corey Haim? Drive.
Lost.
I'm here, so
Something 80. It was stupid 80s.
License
whatever.
to Drive?
Yeah, License to Drive. Stupid movie, but it's one of those like 80s shitty movies where you're watching like this is like watching Corey Feldman fucking on stage. This is so bad I need to keep watching it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. I love it.
All right.
Favorite parts of scenes. What we kind of got.
Yeah, we
you
got
guys
off
didn't
track
say.
there.
You guys didn't say.
You guys
anything
didn't
'cause
say
you were
what your
like, "Fuck
favorite
this
part
movie."
was.
yeah. I don't have a favorite part.
How about
I'm not
this?
gonna lie to
When
you.
Lars gets punched in the dick. That
Or
wasn't
when
funny.
they get the honey poured on his chest and the deer comes up and licks. That's not funny.
That's okay. That's okay.
When they
Alright.
literally kidnap Tony Perkins and tie him up, and they're like, "Oh, we've figured out a way to fix this too."
That
Look,
one- that was good.
that's fucking
Yeah,
funny.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. You brought it up earlier. One of the most like iconic lines was, "You're a loser with a skinny wiener."
yeah,
Like,
it's
that's
funny.
like. I tell people that nowadays. That's like an insult. You know what? You're a loser with a skinny wiener. Like what?
it's such a burn that you have
Yeah,
to
it's
go. Wait,
I just roasted you.
Son of a bitch.
and then you already walked away, and you're like, "You got me." Fuck. Don't know what to say to that.
Loser with a skinny wiener.
You know what? I'm gonna take that from you.
No, that's mine.
I'll say compliments of Patrick Russell. You're a. Oh, that'd be great.
No favorite parts. That's
Anything with Tony Perkins, he's just doing his thing. I mean, when he
I mean,
runs
I did-
down after he does his thing and he runs down the thing in between,
And
looking for the high
looking
fives, and
nobody
nobody but
high-fives
the
him.
one dude at the
Yeah,
end,
the
he's
one
like,
kid.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I mean, I just when they like turn to him and he's just like sitting in that window up there after the parents watch that video.
It's funny.
Yeah.
yeah. When
The
he's like,
amount
you
of
really
fucking
captivated the
glasses he
villain.
broke just to step on.
Yeah.
So painful.
Yeah,
it wasn't real. It was like with
Well,
the sugar stuff.
Yeah, but still.
hilarious.
Uh,
How about when he does the jumping jacks into the moonsaults or whatever, and then
Kiss
just
the wall.
duffs it at the end?
Yeah.
It's
I mean, I can
hilarious.
come up with a scene if you want me to,
Yeah.
Sure,
but
what do
I'm
you
not
got?
gonna lie to you.
What do you
Yeah,
got?
I don't have any favorite parts.
I
It
like
is
the
what it is.
scene where he's like that guy's like pushing the go-kart and
It was
Yeah,
so
okay.
Oh,
It's
she
very,
likes
like-
like
it's
the
a very,
family
like, feel
type.
good.
Yeah, it's a
very,
feel
like
good.
part of the
So
You
there
know,
you
when
go.
Pat's
in the
pushing
midst
Jerry
of all of
around,
the
yeah.
chaos and the bullying. He's
Yeah.
just like pushing him around and the girls
She
just
likes
watching.
the feel good part.
Also, do they not look like father and son?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they do, for sure.
definitely. Almost the same haircut.
Yeah.
Everything.
I
pretty
wonder if they're
wild.
trying to say, "Oh, well, this guy's more of a father figure than his actual father." Because when he shows up to the parent teeth, he's like, "What the fuck? He didn't
Yeah,
lose
but
any pounds."
Gerald's real dad fucking
Yeah.
decked
right
Tony
in the chest.
Perkins.
Right.
Yeah.
Right in the fucking chest.
Look.
Do you think that would take you out? Because Perkins hit the dad in the back with like fucking open hand.
Judo hands.
Oh, I thought of another
Depends.
Like you're not
Depends.
going down from that.
Depens where you hit. I mean, you
I
get
got
hit.
another
You got
I
you
got
got
another
one.
one.
She's
I
got
got
a
another
scene
one.
that she actually likes.
one. I got
Okay.
another one.
Okay.
On the
Look at-
plane.
Yeah.
Yes, I was gonna bring that
The
up.
plane.
Okay.
When he's like coming up and he's like, "You're on a fat camp," and he's like,
Oh,
well,
no.
because you're fat.
Yeah. I'm
He's
going
like,
there too.
"Hey."
Like, what's up?
He's
We're
like,
fat.
is that your dad? No, why?
'Cause he's
fat
fat.
too. Dude, I love that
Yeah,
scene.
yeah, yeah. That's good. That's Keenan too.
Mm-hmm.
And you're
Yeah. That was
Yeah, it's
Keenan.
Keenan, yeah, and
as
you're just-
Roy.
All right, he's got 2 things that I laughed at in his entire
Oh,
career.
that was a classic scene right
Yeah.
there. Hey man, going to fat camp? No. Why you
Why-
say that?
why?
Because you're fat. He's like, yeah, I'm going to fat camp.
Look, you're laughing now.
And then, when he
Now.
actually confesses that he is going, he's like, "That's your dad too." No.
Actually, it's not. My dad's
Yeah.
not fat. Yeah.
He's like, why you say that? 'Cause he's fat too.
We got.
The dance one. When they were at the dance and
Yeah.
then the skinny,
Oh yeah.
the
was-
newly skinny guy went out there and just started fucking
What was his
busting
name?
out some moves. I can't. No
I
idea.
don't think they listed him.
No idea.
Samuel.
Tim Blake.
Tim Blake.
No.
Tim Blake Nelson. Yeah,
Keep
Tim
going,
Blake
wrong
Nelson.
video.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I think
right.
his name was Tim in the movie.
going.
Oh, maybe whatever. But yeah, he was
Yeah,
dancing
Tim
good.
was his name in the movie.
I think that dates the movie a little bit, right? Because they're doing disco, right?
Yeah.
Which is old to the
Like, one
people
kid kept
in the
doing
movie.
this the whole time.
No.
Like, get a fucking different dance move, kid.
No, that's what
disco,
you go for.
baby.
That was the only one he was doing.
That's the only movie.
That's-
disco.
Get another one.
If you don't have a move, that's the move.
Have you ever seen Saturday
That's
Night
always been
Fever?
How many moves do you have?
I got plenty.
he's got
of
the
moves.
he's got the disco move.
He's gonna do it
Gotcha.
now. Yeah, every time. Yeah, he's got the. What is love? Fuck.
What was your favorite scene, Steve? Was it the trail?
It was between Lars getting punched in the dick because it comes out of nowhere
Yeah.
and it's hilarious, or Tony Perkis jumping off the side of that mountain and grabbing the fucking branch and just doing push-ups or whatever on it or pull-ups. It's hilarious, but it also shows this dude is fucking psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he don't care about nothing except being fit. And
How'd they get him out of that hole?
You know, they never divulge that.
They knocked him unconscious, and all the fat kids made like
Just-
a rope and just
Yeah,
dragged him out. I
drug
don't know. Yeah,
Drug him on like a wooden sled.
they got some Tootsie Rolls and tied them together, and I don't know.
Took those
I
meat
like
sticks.
that whole like collaborative scene, honestly. Just like between the trail and then him getting falling in the trap
Willow?
and
Yeah.
then caging him up, and then he
What?
Was it Willow?
offers the little English boy
No,
a
it's
treat.
kinda
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
About a nice Hershey
Yeah,
kiss.
and he makes it out of like yeah, it's
Yeah.
funny.
The whole thing was just
Glad we got
good.
It's well done. I also do like how they're hiding food everywhere,
Oh yeah,
and then Tony
they're
comes
like
in.
knocking on the.
Yeah, he comes in with a laser pointer and fucking like, oh, well, we got to take everything out of here. And he hugs the one dude and goes down to his sock. You're out, you know.
Tony, I used to be a chipmunk. That fucking asshole.
Or when Goldberg comes back from being kicked out, and he's like, they think he's been
He's
programmed
like
or
a
whatever.
zombie.
That was funny. Oh no, my dad's a lawyer. He fucking caved quick. That was good. Come on. There's great scenes in this
I
movie.
enjoy how much you guys enjoy the
Yeah.
movie.
So
Yeah.
this is making the
I
movie
keep
better
laughing
for you.
because He keeps
Like,
laughing.
Yeah, it's
the
hilarious.
thing is, I get it. That's
Mhm.
why I would never like come away from this movie and be like, "This movie sucks." Like,
Sure.
Yeah.
no one should. I get it, and I also get why the nostalgia would play a
Oh
part.
yeah, yeah.
Like, I can definitely watch movies now that I loved as a kid. Where I'm like, this movie is not good,
Yeah, it's trash.
but I still kind of love it. So if like you come out and you're like, this movie is still good to me, I get that nostalgia could also like make it feel that way too.
I'm trying to.
It's
I
not
just
nostalgic.
don't-
It's just a really good.
I was gonna
movie.
say I'm trying to take the nostalgic or the rose tinted color glasses off and look at it as like if I watch this today, I still think I would be laughing my ass off at.
Oh
like,
yeah, I
all
mean,
of
I
it.
watched it not that long ago, and I was laughing.
What was that dirt bike movie we did?
Motocrossed.
Motocrossed.
Terrible movie, but
But
Still
nostalgic.
good. Still
Definitely.
good.
It's,
Yeah.
You know what? Looking back, it probably wasn't the best.
it's
movie.
not
Yeah,
good.
it's not
It's,
good.
it's not
Yeah.
good. I don't know why we ever did a Disney Channel original movie on here, but we did.
You should
And it
do
was
another
Motocross.
one.
We probably should. It probably
Like
double
Smart
team.
House.
Ooh,
I was
Smart
gonna
House.
say
Oh,
Smart
yeah.
House.
I'll come back for that.
Look at-
Oh my god, I want to do Smart House.
I'm waiting for your sister to pick Luck of the Irish
Mm.
because I don't want to be that guy to be like, well, let's do Luck of the Irish, and then she yells at me.
I remember that.
Um,
you know
that-
St. Patrick's Day is coming up.
I know. Why do you think I just said it?
No,
I'm writing
she's
it
not
down.
gonna pick it before that.
Oh, also Tara said we have to come on when she's actually here.
Yeah, well, she would have been here if she wasn't horsed
Well, if she
from the
was here,
weekend.
we
You
wouldn't have been
wouldn't have been here.
invited.
I was
Maybe.
talking to her yesterday. I think that was a Tara.
We
If you're
were
watching
laughing
this,
dead.
that was a cop out.
It was a cop out.
Talked to you yesterday.
You
You, said
lied.
fine
You lied. Whatever. Where
She was also a
that?
little drunk yesterday, so
at the Rex.
Oh, at the wreck. What was going on at the wreck?
We were slinging
Cornhole.
corn bags, bro.
Like in the back?
Yeah, in the theater room.
Oh.
They opened it up for a cornhole tournament. It was
So were you
actually pretty
going?
legit.
Were you going long ways then? Like
yeah,
at the
like we're in
stage?
that like Yeah, right before the stage.
So how many? Like 4 or 5?
3.
3. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. There's not that much room there.
Mm-mm.
Was it packed? Like good turnout?
It was 20 teams, so 40 people.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I'll
And then she wanted to go to the movies after seeing the movie. That was her second. That's what I was saying earlier. It was the second time seeing the movie was when we went. She already went the same day.
you can invite me.
This was like an hour before the movie started.
Okay.
I didn't want to go.
I would have made it better for you.
I doubt it because the fucking girls behind us were so annoying.
Oh my
I would've
god!
turned
around.
You don't think I would have
This'll-
turned around and been like, "Hey,
Oh my god! I was
Shut
so
the fuck up.
close. There were so many times.
That was one of the laughs.
There were so many times I just looked over at him and I was just like clenched. I was like, I want to do it. But they were that was kind of like they were at that like age that I'm like me
just wanna
turning around and
punch.
saying something, they would have just been more annoying. Like
Mm.
I just knew it and I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not having this like little girl be like, oh my god.
were they younger than you?
Yes.
How much
Well,
younger, you think?
15.
Now you get it, right?
Oh,
Sorry.
are we annoying to you?
It was a joke.
Are we
It
annoying
was
to
a
you?
joke.
was a
Doing
joke.
the annoying thing.
I'm sorry. We'll fucking leave.
Why are we even here?
Bye. Well, no, it's funny, right? Like, there's different generation gaps where you just don't get it. You know what I mean? I don't think you guys are that far removed from us to where I'm looking at you going, this isn't funny, or this isn't good, or this is stupid. Why do you like it? I find that with some people now, and I hate being the old man yelling at the cloud. But fuck young kids today. They don't know what's good.
If we were that people to you,
Mm.
we wouldn't be here.
I know. I wouldn't have you here either.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So feel good.
I mean,
Honored.
Yeah, you guys
Honored.
are
Yeah.
honored.
Both of
We're
you,
all
easy.
honored to be in Steve's basement.
easy.
You're honored to be in my presence. No, I'm joking. No. Seriously, like most people, like I wouldn't invite people on this podcast or want to be around people if they don't have the same mindset or thoughts or like
Yeah.
I enjoy being around them.
You
So,
probably
know.
wouldn't be in our wedding.
Right. I might maybe be best man, but I don't know what happened there.
Oh!
Yeah. Well, I can do that. No, that's the wrong one.
Damn it. There it is.
There it is. Whatever.
Ouch.
But you know, here we are. Any what the fuck moments for you guys watching this movie? All of it.
No.
I had to say in the
completely
beginning
forgot to do
when
this.
skinny dude's dancing.
Yeah.
He's like, look at the skinny butt
Yeah.
to all the kids.
Yeah. Okay.
Super weird.
That is weird.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
No.
I mean, you can, but you can't.
Yeah, I'm trying to think myself. Like even watching this, I never went what the
No.
fuck watching it. You could kind of say Tony's whole plan going into this. Like, did he really expect to whip these kids into shape in a month? You know, whatever it is. So you can't be like, dude, what the fuck at the weigh-in when they're still eating all this food. You can't be like, bro, you gained 12 pounds? Get the fuck off my, you know.
I think
Yeah,
the
step on
what
the
the fuck
Get off the
moment
scale.
would be, holy shit, you guys caged this man up
Okay.
and fucking it has electricity.
Okay, yeah.
It literally,
got it.
You touched it, you got shocked. Like that's pretty wild. That's
If you look how they did it too, they did it from a bug zapper.
yeah.
So how good is that electricity
Yeah.
going through that? He might have died.
But I also feel like that like fit with the movie.
Oh, yeah,
like
it
with the
did, but I
comedy
was
and with
just
the
a
stuff. So
little,
that's
like-
why it was kind of like
I
not
was
there
just
was never like
expecting to
really
see
a
him
what the
tied up,
fuck moment
you know.
for me because it felt like it made everything made sense with the movie.
I got the what the fuck moment. It's the parents or the people who are actually in charge seeing that they tied this guy up. They didn't immediately go, well, okay, get him untied. Yeah, he said something shitty, and then like, okay, this is fine, but let's be real. That's kidnapping.
Yeah.
Everybody being okay with this now. Obviously, them showing the video to the parents when they come, kind of, you know, you're going to be on their side too. But if they knew they tied him up, do you think everybody would be okay with that? Including Tony Perkins Sr.? Yeah, he probably would be. Think about it. He's like, let's leave all the lawyers out of this
Son.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's everybody will, you know,
So
whatever.
then you say he's always had issues even as a kid.
Right. So, you know, I don't know.
He would have known.
Maybe thinking, do it. The fun facts of the fucking week. Sorry, I gotta do it up.
I like that.
Yeah.
I still,
The
did I
cat.
write that one?
I took it from what you
From the
made,
other
and then
one.
I changed shit up with it
Yeah.
and made it nice. If you watch this back, there'll be something on the screen too.
Oh, yeah,
Kinda
but
cool. Yeah,
The
yeah.
Is there like
shade
a-
that was just thrown.
What
God.
happened? What'd you
I
say?
made it nice. That's what you
Did I
did.
say it?
Yes.
My bad.
One. Fuck you.
I didn't mean that. I meant like I changed it up and made it nice. Like not.
You out of the.
I mean,
I did,
the
yeah.
cat noise is what sold me.
Yeah,
I'm not
oh,
gonna lie.
Yeah.
I used to have the Wilhelm scream in there too, but I was like, yeah, it's too much.
Ugh.
Maybe I'll bring it back just
Last
for
time I
random.
read anything for you.
That was actually the last time you wrote something for me, so you know, whatever. Well, Ben Stiller played the parts of both Tony Perkis and his father. The Bushkins were played by his actual parents, Jerry Stiller and Ann Mara.
What?
That's what we said earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for
That's
thanks
why
for making
that's
me
why
feel
she's
good.
really surprised.
Thanks. That makes me feel really good. Originally, this is for you. The Seymour Butts joke was supposed to be Peter Fitz. Joss was going to tell Tony that the chipmunk bunk snack hoard belongs to Peter Fitz. Then Tony asked, "Who's Peter Fitz?" Josh answers with, "Anyone's Peter Fitz if you push hard enough."
I should have totally went with that.
The joke was changed to Seymour Butts to be more family friendly.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
keep it PG. It would have turned maybe PG-13.
Anyone's Peter Fitz if you push hard enough.
Yeah.
You get it now?
I didn't. I never. There was never a point I did not get it.
Oh, sorry. You're looking at me like, I don't know.
I appreciate that they changed it.
Me too. I think it's definitely.
That's not Disney.
It doesn't-
Nobody see more butts than you, Uncle Tony. It rolls off the tongue better.
It
too.
does. It does. And,
And it
you're going
feels
with
like
the
it
Simpsons
should
too.
be
Yeah.
like with the age group and stuff. I mean, I know, you men folk are gross anyways, but
Yeah, you're right.
but that feels like
Fart and dick jokes
for
all
a
day.
movie
I
for
love a good
kids,
dick
it feels
joke.
like more of an appropriate joke. To
And there's
make
no way
than-
the
Hence
kids
why you
knew
like
what that
the-
meant.
yeah.
Well, it depends. At
There's
that
some
age,
older-
older.
way.
There's some older.
I don't
kids
know.
there.
Like I didn't realize in Little Rascals when he said bite me," like you're referring to like bite my junk.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Or your butt. Yeah. That's what-
bite
yeah.
my privates.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
basically,
yeah.
Like my mom was like, "Don't say that." I'm like, "What are you
Why
talking
not
about?"
bite me,
Yeah,
Mom?
Bite me,
Ew.
Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
say
what-
that.
well,
I
I-
had
you
My
no
know,
idea.
shorts.
What
like
is-
eat my shorts. What does that mean?
What is funny about this conversation is you.
Here we go.
You have-
I'm just worried about what you're about to say. Go ahead.
No, in earlier you said like my
That they're-
nuts or something like that, and I just sat there sitting. I was
To
like,
who?
These
Was
me.
he playing?
He
oh,
said to me.
In what
I'm
context?
saying some stupid. I don't
In
know.
what context?
I don't know. I said something. And
Okay.
He was,
Look
he
what
was
else-
joking.
yeah,
It was
okay.
like not. But when he said it, I was just sitting there and I was like, why do people say that? Like where? Like why is that a thing that
He's
people?
playing Call of Duty and little kids lick my nuts.
Well, that's what. But
Ligma.
because of this conversation,
Ligma.
I was like, because like the same thing with the bite me, and I'm like, where does that even just come? It just becomes like a phrase that someone says.
Yep. Welcome to being a male.
Yeah.
Lick my nuts. Just happens.
Pretty standard.
Yeah. Suck it. We had a whole like 16 years of wrestling with people just pointing to their genitals. Just suck it. They have T-shirts that say "suck it."
You know, there's so many like really unfortunate things about being a woman, but I would not want to be a male
Why not?
because you're
So
all
cool.
We're fun.
We're fun.
So super cool.
I don't know. I think
Like
women.
we can fart and feel okay about it. Like if a girl does it, you're like, that's sick.
I mean, it
You don't-
depends. It depends. Women can fart out of 2 locations though, so I mean that's actually cooler.
Is it?
I bet
Depending
you
on
could.
the
I bet you
purpose.
could too.
I don't know, man. I don't know how I'd feel if
Try
like
it.
some chick just ripped one
Like
on me.
out of my pee hole. Yeah.
You can figure it out.
I don't know if that's possible.
What the?
How could you just?
I don't.
You can fart on demand.
No, I'm talking about out of your pee
Wait.
hole.
Yeah.
He's saying I can fart out of 2
Oh.
holes. I'm like, how you fart out
I'm
of your
just
pee
saying
hole?
you
Never
probably
fart
figure it
out of
out.
my
I didn't say
pecker.
you could. Like now.
Maybe when you get old, it's just dust coming out instead of
Like,
Other
s-
things.
never
instead
know.
of like semen,
Right.
and dust.
there's just nothing left.
It's all used up.
Right.
So
Sorry.
about how I'm glad
Sure,
I'm
yes.
a girl.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. As part of his first date with his eventual wife, Judd Apatow tried to impress Leslie Mann by showing her this film. How do you think that turned out?
Good.
They got married apparently, so apparently she was like, "Oh,
I mean,
Uh,
she's
yeah.
in a lot of the
yes." movie.
same. She, so that's gotta be
Basically, she
I
was
like
this
some kind
Spider-Man.
of comedy and stuff too. But
Yeah, she's Spider-Man. No, nobody knows that reference. Okay, I'll stop.
I don't know. I love Leslie Mann.
I'm half and half.
I have no
I
idea
love
who
her.
that is.
Have you seen This Is 40?
She's the wife.
We just watched the other
the
woman,
40-year-old virgin too,
40-year-old
right?
virgin,
Cameron
yeah.
She was in
Diaz,
that.
and the husband's
She's in
cheating
a
with
lot of
Cameron
she's in a
Diaz,
lot of stuff.
and
Yeah.
then she was the
A
wife.
lot of Judd
Oh,
Apatow
okay.
stuff, too.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Makes sense.
His
And
kids
now
are in
both of
movies,
the-
too.
I was gonna say both of the daughters act.
What do they look like?
Like her and Judd
Yeah.
Apatow together. If you saw a picture of them, you'd be like, I bet their kids look like this. And then you see their kids, and you're
That
like,
is,
yep.
it's
I'll
what
have
their
to
kids look like. Yeah,
Google
for sure.
that.
Like, have you seen any of what Adam Sandler's kids look like?
Yeah.
Exactly. They just look like him, but women. It's weird.
Right.
Well,
Uh,
they were the kids in some of their
In
movies, right?
This is 40 and
Knocked Up. Is it
it's either Knocked Up or 40. No, it's not 40-Year-Old Virgin because they'd have been too young. It might be Knocked Up, yeah.
Yeah.
So good for them. They're also going to be in the sequel to This Is 40, which I believe is This Is 50, with Paul Rudd and Leslie Mann too. Jesus Christ,
But it's been 10 plus
more
years,
than-
right?
Yeah. So This Is 50 makes sense, right? Oof.
Should be fit to, this is 60.
Oof.
Yeah.
Sean Weiss was originally not interested in acting in this film, but he changed his mind when he found out that if he did not act in Heavyweights, he would not be allowed to act in D3, The Mighty Ducks.
Wow. They
Why?
really gave it to him.
Think about that.
Yeah,
Like,
you
you're
can't take Goldberg out of
That's what
the
I'm
Mighty
saying.
Ducks.
He's
Like,
the cornerstone of the franchise,
right.
minus Emilio Estevez. Come on, let's be real. Who was basically not in the third movie. I don't know if you remember the third movie. You have the goalie not being in the third movie. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. You guys, I know. Yeah.
Why wouldn't he be able to?
Because he wasn't going to be in Heavyweights. So the guys were
basically,
like,
like,
yeah, you
Like,
get-
either you're in this movie or
They're
you're
like,
not.
yeah, they gave him
Right.
like a
In any other movies.
stipulation. We're like, hey,
yeah.
you're either in or you're out.
That's fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
there's
pretty
so looking at like today's kind of things, there are actors that will sign on to a 3-picture deal or something, or hey, I'm with this
Mhm.
studio and we have to make so much content and
Yeah.
then my contract's over. You don't know what movie you're going to be in, right? So, hey, you've acted in these 2 movies before, but that was before you renegotiated your contract or signed a new contract. Well, guess what? You got to be in this movie if you want to be in this movie. Tough shit, you know. So, get a good agent.
I mean,
No,
money's money.
it is interesting how it all works, and I feel like I think about that a lot when I see actors in like an interview, and it
Yeah.
just feels very obvious that they don't
Yeah.
like the movie that they were just in. And
Specifically,
I'm like, who held a gun to your head to made you do this?
if anybody's seen Dakota Johnson currently in the Madam
yes,
Web
that's
shit,
what I was just thinking
it's
about.
so hilarious.
She's just like, yeah.
Yep. I got paid to be here, so I'm here. Fucking yeah, I'm in a Marvel movie. It's not a Marvel movie, Dakota. It's a Sony movie.
I saw because like a quote of her where she was like, "Oh yeah, they're all really close," and then there was me.
Right. Yeah. Oh, it's so good. So good. All right, last fun fact here. After the end credits, there is a scene that shows what ended up happening to Tony. In this scene, he is going door to door attempting to sell healing crystals, or what he calls say that word for me. Transformational facilitators.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I got it. However, the person at the house Tony is at slams the door on him. That's a fucking hard word to say. Isn't it?
Transformational.
Yeah, now you said transformational facilitators.
not just
Healing
me.
crystals.
It's not just me.
I have paperwork. I have a speech impediment.
I
It's
think
hard
I
for
do
me
too.
to fucking
I'm
read.
pretty sure I do too, so it's fine. Transformational.
It's easy to say now.
in a sentence.
Or what he calls transformational. Yeah.
What's its origin?
Country of origin.
America, probably.
What's the definition?
All right. Final decision time. Out of 10, what would we give it? 1 to 10. Would we recommend it? Would we say this is a must watch or a skip? Randy first. Always Randy
Fuck.
first.
It
I like putting you on the spot.
wasn't a bad movie. Not my favorite.
Not your
Didn't
tempo.
laugh too much at it,
I laughed.
but
I
I
thought it
would
was fun.
still give it 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
There were some
Is
parts.
that me or you? Jesus.
This
Is that you?
man.
Okay,
I mean,
my
you
bad.
guys talking about it made me laugh more than
Yeah,
actually
okay.
watching the
All
movie.
right. That's good.
But
That's what we try
I
to do
would-
here.
probably, there's no reason not to recommend it, so I would probably still recommend it
Okay.
if you really needed the movie to watch.
What a great review.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Yeah. Emily, what do you got?
5.
5 out of 10 as well.
Yeah, I'm going 5 because I feel like it's not like I would ever be like, oh my god, this movie sucks. It's so
Right,
bad. But I'm, I wasn't thoroughly entertained by
Sure.
it.
Your life didn't change either way.
I think
Right.
as far as recommending it, it would just depend on who it is.
Okay.
If
you're a
I feel like I
man
have a
30
good,
to 40,
yeah, I feel like I
fucking
have a
watch
good
it, yeah.
gauge of like the kind of like who would enjoy the movie
Sure.
more. But I don't think I'd ever be like, oh my god, no, stay away from this movie. It'd just be like,
Sure.
movie.
Have you seen The Sandlot? Have you seen Little Giants? Yeah, fucking watch this movie if you haven't seen it. That would be, yeah. You want me to go first, or you want to go first?
We'll just keep it going in circles.
All right, that's you then.
9.5.
9.5. Look at you.
Yeah,
So that would be a fucking must watch then.
for sure. Because, me being a male,
Gesundheit.
Sorry.
male 80s, 90s kid.
Yeah.
That's what comedy was about back then.
I
right?
agree.
So it speaks to me. And I think anyone from the age 6 up can watch this movie.
Yeah, it's definitely family friendly. Yeah, you have a couple lines where you're like, and with the times it's a little different, but hey, they're saying this shit to each other in the playground anyways.
Right.
Your dick is whatever he said, fucking small or whatever.
why do you keep
Everybody's
pointing
saying
to
that.
him?
Because I always make fun of Randy. And he makes fun of me in his head. It's fine. It goes back and forth.
I don't know. It's a for me, it was like a top 10 like movie.
He's laughing because
so
it's true. Yeah,
I'm
agree
going to
with
give
you.
it a high rating.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
But yeah, I mean, I could see where she's coming from, where it doesn't like appeal to her because it's like, oh, fat camp, farts, fucking, just
I mean,
boy
one
shit.
of the
It's boy shit.
one of the
Yeah, you're
scenes
right.
you specifically pointed out was the kid with his butt out when he pops up, and
Yep.
I'm like,
exactly.
what
You
the
don't
hell
think
are
that's
we
funny? I
watching
think that's
here?
hilarious.
Right, we're on the
So,
floor laughing about that.
Yeah,
and
and
you're
I'm
just like,
just like, what are we
fucking
doing?
Seymour Butts
Boy,
was
right.
hilarious to me when I was 7, 8 years old.
Right,
Like,
exactly, yeah.
Seymour Butts,
right.
Yeah.
It's funny looking at that scene. If you're Tony Perkins and you're like, yeah, I love looking at ladies' butts, so I have seen more butts than you. Like, what the fuck? But he doesn't
Nah,
take
he
the
took
wrong way.
you
Yeah.
get
He went
very
the other way with
offended,
it. Yeah. See more butts. Yeah. I would give this a 7 out of 10 only because, as well as I like this movie, I feel like there's a couple movies above it in my personal stash of movies like this, Little Giants, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I still love watching this movie. I watch it, like I told you earlier, like once a year. This is one of those, like, I fucking love Ben Stiller roles, and he does it so well that he steals the movie. We've talked about that. And I want, like, a mini series of either Tony Perkins or fucking what's-his-face from Dodgeball to connect the dots, maybe, and make, like, this whole universe thing of this is the same guy and this is what he's doing after Dodgeball.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he got
There's
fat.
definitely some, like, correlation.
Yeah, he got fat again, and then now this is him getting back to in shape, but he's still an asshole and still pissing people off. And I don't know, it would be fun to watch. I'd watch that because let's be real, you guys love Dodgeball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What was
Which is weird because I
You can
feel like
dodge
the
them like those
movies are
comedies.
very similar.
kind of right?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I went like this. I feel
Steve,
like
Steve the Pirate.
I would
Steve the Pirate
say, I would say Dodgeball
is better,
is better,
right?
Right.
but it's still not really my brand of.
What is your brand of humor?
What is a 9 out of 10 movie to you?
Comedy,
Oh.
comedy. Okay, maybe not 9. Maybe okay. What is a good comedy movie
Yeah.
to you? Anything from 80s to today. What's a go-to
mean,
comedy?
I mean, when we came on the podcast the first time, I picked the new Jumanji. I like that one movie.
Okay,
I laughed at that movie.
I don't see that as a comedy movie.
I
It's
mean,
a
there's
comedy.
parts.
But-
There's,
It's got
it's
Jack
not like
Black and Kevin
specific.
Hart.
You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
It's-
yeah.
But I'm under a lot of pressure right now.
No, fine. No, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah, I get
just,
it. Comedy, action,
when
adventure
I think
comedy.
like,
I get it,
mean,
yeah.
even as far as like TV shows go,
Sure.
like I'm not really like. I'm like a new girl person. I'm not
Sure.
really like I or even like as far as like there's a lot of Will Ferrell brand movies and stuff that I'm just like
Meh.
Just don't have the same sense of humor.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
I
just
feel like there's like
Talladega
a
Nights ain't for me. It's
you
for
know,
me.
I tend to use the phrase dumb humor and I don't mean like
No,
it's
it's
like
exactly
dumb,
what
but
it
it is.
is.
It's dumb
It's
humor.
dumb humor.
And I completely understand the appeal to it for other people. That's just
Which is not for you.
it just doesn't make me
I
laugh.
get
It
it.
just doesn't like
Because Talladega Nights is fucking hilarious.
I know, right?
just doesn't click with me.
Okay.
Have you guys done Talladega Nights?
We have not.
Oh.
We
Boy,
probably.
I'm
that would-
coming back.
That would have been a great time to do for this weekend, actually.
Oh,
Daytona
yeah, since
500
it's on
today.
right now.
Yeah, right now. Yeah, whatever. Okay, I get it. I don't disagree
Him
with
just
you.
running around in his underwear.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Helmet Tom Cruise.
And he's on fire.
Right.
There's imaginary fire.
Stabs himself in the leg.
Yeah. Tries to get it out with another knife.
Yeah.
I mean, it's comedy gold.
I mean, look, like it's not because I try because I never am like, okay, I'm not watching these movies, like
Yeah, yeah.
because I get
Right,
it and I
yeah.
know that a lot of people really enjoy them, so I'll watch them and there'll be parts where I'm like, yeah, that's funny or whatever, but like, I mean, there are parts of movies that I'm like, this was a dumb movie, but I'll still like quote something to this day.
There's nothing
What
wrong
did
with
it?
that.
What was it the other day?
I also
that
think
I,
it comes down to like just guys'
Right.
sense of
Yeah.
humor versus
Yeah.
like girls' sense
Oh
of humor.
yeah,
get
for
ice
sure.
cream.
Yeah.
Oh, she quoted The Ringer.
Oh, when the fuck did we get ice cream?
That's what it was. Dumb movie. It's a dumb movie.
Yeah.
I
But
took it to the mall.
again, like it's
Ice
something
cream.
that like I'll still quote.
Nice. Yeah, I mean,
I gotta
I'm-
rewatch that one.
It's good. I'm assuming like a knocked up movie might be more towards. You're not saying because you're a woman, but yeah, because you're a woman, there's different comedy in that movie, but then also there's different comedy in it too because it's a Judd Apatow movie. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's like, kind of like a middle ground probably because there's a lot of like the raunchy like other.
So,
but,
Forgetting Sarah Marshall, is that a good movie to you, or is that like a okay? It's
I
funny,
feel like
but
that's still probably in that range
okay
for me.
because your sister's on the other spectrum of that. She's all about that type of stuff, which is kind of weird, but also I get it because siblings are that we like the same shit,
Yeah,
but then also
You never know.
completely
I mean,
different.
like she loved that movie that we saw yesterday.
And you guys like no.
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 No. I
It
mean,
was not good.
again, like I wasn't
I'll
walking.
watch it,
I
just
wasn't
saying.
really
You're
walking away
gonna
from
have
it
to.
like that movie sucked. It was just kind of
I'm
like,
gonna have to.
Do you like?
and like she came away thinking like, oh, it was just kind of campy, and I was like, yeah, it was too
Mhm.
campy. Like it was just too.
do you like more like the Adam Sandler movies where they're like love stories type comedy? Is that?
I mean, I love a
51st
rom-com.
Dates.
I love a
Like a
rom-com.
51st Dates or
Yeah.
Just Go With It.
I do. I do love a rom-com.
Yeah, she likes that. She likes that stuff.
But again, like I think there has to be a story too. That's like pulling me into it, like the Jumanji thing. That you're saying it's
Heavyweights,
not-
the dude landed the nurse.
Right.
Dude, come on. That was just like a random. It was like 3 times they showed the two of them, and all of a
They
sudden they're
talked
together at
3
the end of
times
the
and, like,
movie, and
I'm
I'm
gonna
like,
kiss you, yeah.
okay.
That's the way the 90s. We barely talk to you, and we're just gonna grab you and kiss you, and you're gonna be about it.
You're my gal.
If you say
Oh
no,
my
too
God.
bad. Too
Yeah,
bad.
my gal.
No such thing as no in the 90s. Oh my
I'm like
god.
Forrest Gump because you're my gal.
Okay, my god. All right. Well, that's it here. We've reviewed
That's
it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say thanks for you guys for coming on.
What are you
Thanks,
unhappy
Patrick,
about?
for coming on. I appreciate
Yes,
you
sir.
coming
Thanks
here.
for having me.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have you
I'll
back
do
here
that.
when we can figure out what we're doing next week. I have no idea what we're doing. I think it's my pick, but it might not be my pick because I don't know who the fuck's going to be here. We're going to figure that out on the next episode coming up soon. But again, Randy, where can you find us?
If you want to find the decision reel, you can go to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok
Tic Tac.
at the decision
Ticky-tacky.
reel, or you can go to www.thedecisionreel.com where you can find some merch
Look at that.
and the rest of the episodes as well,
Boom.
and also the most updated score. 'Cause I
Yes.
don't know the last time you've updated it.
Actually, I updated it the other day, so
Did
all
you?
of our scores are on there now, minus obviously this episode because
Yeah.
I wait a week now for all these episodes to come out,
Good
so you
for
can
you.
listen to it and then go on
Good
there.
for you.
But spoilers if you want to go on that page because it does have all of our scores for all 157 episodes. That was a lot to fucking type out.
And you can also find the other episodes on Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Correct. Awesome. Good job, Randy. Doesn't fucking leave the brain.
If they're
Yes.
listening to this, don't they know where to find it?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Somebody might share it and somebody might watch it and then they're like, oh man.
Let me
oh,
have my
man.
one thing.
Yeah, give it to them. God damn.
God.
Because let's be real. If you're on YouTube maybe watching this as a recommended, you might not know, hey, where do we find us to get to where we need to be, like on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. So at thedecisionreel.com. Uh-oh, Patrick's going to do something.
I'm gonna do something just
We're gonna
because
do
I felt
something.
like this was necessary.
I don't have a drink anymore. Can I
Okay,
have a drink?
play one of them funky.
You thought we were done. You thought we were done. You thought wrong.
All right.
You thought wrong. We're doing the
We gotta
TV
do
and
one
movie
more
trivia. All
here.
right. You can pick.
All right,
you
Evan.
can do both questions. You can do one question. Up to you. If you
I'm
don't
gonna
like
do
it.
one question.
All right.
And I don't know the answers to either one of these.
Perfect.
Neither do I.
Me
so
I'll
it's
neither.
pick the
fine.
one that should be a little bit simpler.
You'd think. Give it to
Okay.
me.
Who was Cynthia Nixon's character and Sex in the City.
The fuck?
Yeah, you guys know those.
Dum, 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 dum,
No, it's
dum.
not that.
Oh.
Oh, my bad.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
Me too, and I bet you we wrote the same thing. Yep. It's wrong. I know it's wrong.
I didn't see it. Yeah, I don't know who that is. All right,
I
does
got
everyone
mine.
have their answers
Yeah,
locked in?
we're
Don't
locked
look at
in.
my
Okay.
answer, cheater.
We already wrote ours.
We're
Oh.
locked.
I
We're
know
locked
what
in.
his is.
Is that like
already.
the main character, what y'all wrote?
Samantha.
It's one of the
I
well,
wrote
Sex and
Samantha,
City?
the one who drank
Martinis.
martinis. I don't know. What do
I
you-
don't know.
I've never watched that show, so
Me
I-
neither.
Me neither.
Is the other question
the
easier?
answer is Miranda Hobbs.
Fuck Miranda.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was in my head too. I was like,
Yeah,
Miranda
that
or
was Cynthia
Samantha?
Nixon played her.
Is she the
Samantha
redhead
just
chick?
felt like a Cynthia.
I just thought
what
of
was so
Damn it,
what was
Cynthia.
what's her
Cynthia.
name's the main
Samantha?
character? What's her
Oh, the
name?
horse face.
Yeah, horse face. What's her name?
Sarah?
Sarah
Sarah
Jessica Parker.
Yeah, I don't even know.
What was
Samantha.
her-
Is it
what-
Samantha?
Was that Samantha?
No.
No, Samantha was-
Who's the
Yeah.
main character?
That. Oh, now you're saying things. Carrie.
Carrie,
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
Carrie,
What
That's what it is.
Samantha,
was the other
Miranda,
question?
and
Just put it
Oh,
in
I
the
didn't. I couldn't even
Oh,
read
what's
half
the
those words to be honest.
back. Ask it, Randy. What is it?
I can't read out this.
Yeah, you can't read.
Which studio? Gilby?
Ghibli.
Ghibli. Yeah, I saw
Thank
Ghibli
you.
and I was like, I'm not.
I know
gonna
how to say that.
Film
yeah.
was adapted from Diana Wynne Jones's book of the same name.
Ooh. So that was probably.
Which Studio Ghibli
missed that.
film
My
was
wife would know
adapted
this, I know
from
that.
Diana
It's
Wyne's
a long name, right? It's not like
Wynne
two
Jones's-
words. It's like
it's three.
three. Okay.
It's 3 words.
I
Spirited
don't
Away.
even know
No.
what you said.
Put
I have no idea what you
Sarah
said.
Jessica Parker.
Sarah Jessica Parker. It's 3 words.
It
Would it-
is Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah, no, wouldn't have known that.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck that
I'm
means.
gonna ask.
All right.
I'm gonna ask my mom.
I had to slide that in there.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
no
joining
problem.
us.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, thanks for coming on, Patrick.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we'll have you on when we can slot you in. Again, if Josh is every other week, we can have you come on whenever there. Have you come on, do another episode, pick another movie, and do that. Again, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Find us. Like. Comment.
Like, share, subscribe.
Awesome. Good job, Randy.
Gotcha.
All right. See you on the
All
next
right,
one.
Pound it.
Bye.
Noggin.